Gangsta Greed, hope you're sorry. This is your boy N.o.R.E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And this is motherfucking Drink Chats Podcast. Make some noise!
It's Drink Champs 2-year anniversary.
Make some noise!
That's a beautiful thing.
So I bought some expensive red wine, but we're gonna get into some great whiskey talks. But right now, we have a person who curates hip hop. We have a person who comes in and gives lifestyle to the brand. A person who was, I don't want to say behind the scenes, I want to say on the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that's behind the cameras and won't ever get on camera.
Right.
He is not a person that won't ever get on camera. He's a person that's on the scenes. And I think you kind of invented that position. The guy's been around. He's worked for the likes of Jay-Z. He works for the likes of Dame Dash. He's worked for the likes of Puff Daddy. And he's the only person I've seen. It was like Bloods and Crips, Ciroc and Grey Goose at one time, and it was so crazy to see them go at it. But if you don't know who we talking about right now, we got Kenny motherfucking Burns. Now I heard you say, who gonna open a red wine? That you're like a lifestyle coach.
Yeah, lifestyle specialist.
Lifestyle specialist. Okay. Open that up.
I wore the Bo Jacksons, the orange and blue. All right, that's how I go back with my guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. So look. So now let's speak about going far back. Cause I can't. As I'm searching your history. So your history comes from Puff Daddy first.
Well, I'm from DC, and I met Puff first when I was.
How were you?
Yeah, when he was at Howard, I was in high school.
Okay, I heard you seen he had a jacket.
Yeah, because we was young hustlers, trying to figure it out. And Howard was the thing. You know what I'm saying? DC's a drive.
And DC is its own world, by the way.
It is. It's own world, its own thing. Go music, the whole thing. And I saw Puff one night outside of this club called the Opera, and I was like, I gotta meet dude. You know what I'm saying? He gotta know who I am. This is I'm feeling like I'm young. I'm doing my thing in the street, and he's like, come on in the club. You know what I'm saying? So we went in the club, 16 years old, seeing what they do, and the rest is kind of history. So we stayed in contact throughout, the times.
And at this time, there's no Arista, there's no none of that.
Well, no, he's at Howard University. Like, I think he was working for Uptown, going back and forth. He looked like Jodeci.
Okay.
That's why I spoke to him. He looked like
he was dealing with Jodeci.
He had a white and black Pele jacket, some army pants with the Doc Martin boots. It's like, you look like the album cover. So he's like, oh yeah, that's my group. I'm working with this, legend Andre Harrell.
So and he said that to you. That is my group.
Listen, his energy was radiant then. You know what I'm talking about? He knew where he was going.
Wait, so Puff was going to Howard while he was interning at Uptown?
He was going back and forth. Yeah.
I think
that's incredible, actually. I didn't really realize it was like that.
He was going back and forth.
So let me ask you something. That's something that's crazy because that means you got to see the growth. Have you ever thought that you would think that Puff would be like to the extent that he's at now?
You know what, man? I never forget a conversation I had with Puff maybe 2 years, 3 years after that. It was in front of Bad Boy Studios. He had a studio on 44th in New York. It was me, Chuck
Daddy's
Bone,
house.
Lou Tuck. It was a couple of us out there. And he was talking. And he was almost like preaching, right? He has that quality, right? He's almost preaching. He's like, I'm not here with you right now. He's like, fuck you mean? You standing right in front? No, I'm hovering above you.
He's foreseeing his future.
Yeah, I mean, he was on some whole, and it was so outlandish and fucking crazy, but you believed him. You believed what he had to say. And if you think about what he made happen and the things he did, I mean, he was a hype man. Puff was a hype man.
Right.
Puff was a hype man that turned into a rapper by default.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? But he always had the pivot. He was ready to pivot at any moment. You know what I'm saying? So you got to respect that hustle,
absolutely.
man.
So how did you like make your position in hip hop? Because the thing about it is, so many people want to be the actual front guy in hip hop.
100%.
They actually want to be the guys that want to be in front of the camera. And it's one of the reasons why I love to interview people like yourself. Because like I said, you're not only behind the scenes, but you're on the scenes.
Right.
But a lot of people wouldn't, let me get a good glass. Yeah, this is a good glass.
Is the lighter?
My bad.
You guys are very fancy over here.
Yeah, let me get a good glass.
It's 2-year anniversry.
So what I'm trying to say is, like, people like you, I like to promote your position a little bit more because you're a guy, like I said, you're not only behind the scenes, but you're on the scenes, and you curate so many different things. But how does a person even get to your position? Like, if there's a kid right now that's from DC, that's from New York or from Miami, and they don't want to be They don't want to be on camera.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
they got something to offer.
They got something to offer. So
Yeah.
how do you curate your position?
So for me, man, it was about, I never could rap. I never could sing, but I always, I was a hustler. And back in the day, all rappers and singers wanted to be around hustlers and they wanted to be a part of that life. And, I'm talking about the women and things that came with it. And so my transition was identifying another hustle. I was just having a conversation. I'm speaking in Baltimore on Saturday to, how to beat the trap. The trap is thinking it's only one way to get it. The trap is what you're taught and not doing research on your own, trying to learn other things. So what I would tell a youngin' trying to figure it out, trying to make it is like, look, if you can hustle one thing, you can hustle another. And I really didn't know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people tell you God ordains your steps. He puts, in your life what you're supposed to have. And that's true to true to fact with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I just kept moving forward. The one thing I never stopped. That's the most important part. And that's what people do. They get discouraged. They feel like, this is crazy. Like, people just bugged out how I left all that money with Puff recently. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it ran its course. We launched Revolt together. You know what I mean? Deleon Tequila together. Apple Ciroc was my launch. You know what I'm saying? So, we did these things and it's time to grow.
Step into another chapter.
But that's what life's about. You're not supposed to be still. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to stay in the drug dealing mentality and be in the streets, that was a one-way street. There wasn't no growth in that, but you come into the music business, you were like, oh wait, I could tell you certain things about your demeanor and your style, this, that, and the third, and that's gonna help you propel to the next level. Oh, okay, boom. And then you start realizing, okay, I have a more special gift than just, people, like my ability to deal with people. I could actually market and brand, right? So, and I want to encourage people, man, you might not know what it is you're going to do, but if you stop, you will never know. Stopping means if you pause, if you take a deep breath, it's somebody else waiting to get in front of you in line. You got to just keep going and it'll all be what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And big testament to all the people that, Puff, man, like, the one thing I always say about Puff and Jay, we got to hold them in high regard.
Yeah, we have to.
We have to keep them lifted, man. There wasn't no jobs like this for brothers like me before Puff. It's because of Puff I got to wiggle in the game the way I did.
What year did you start working with Rockaware?
Rockefeller,
yeah.
I was the second black designer at Saks Fifth Avenue with Ryan Kennedy. We did that deal through Rockaware. But I got with I gave you the fucking movie you was in. We was just talking about that shit. So I was working with Dallas Austin and
I thought that story was ill, by the way.
Yeah, and AZ who worked with Dallas Austin. I was working with Dallas Austin, and AZ came in there with this kid named Shep from Uptown.
AZ the rapper, or AZ the street?
AZ the gangster.
Okay.
So he comes in.
Nas AZ.
No, that's what I wanted to clarify.
Yeah, so he comes in, you know what I'm saying? They got this whole story. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to do it. I'm telling Dallas Austin, he's in business with this dude, Kevin Zinger, big dude, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't know the story. They ain't really, he wasn't
so
with the
Dallas
culture.
Austin had on this?
It came to Dallas Austin's office first.
That's a crazy,
but they didn't know what to do with it.
Oh, you talking about AZ and them kids?
AZ,
Dallas Austin.
My man, Shep from Harlem brought AZ to the office to see me. Brought him to Dallas and Kevin Zinger like, yo, I'm telling you, this is the story. The Alpo niggas involved, Rich Porter, this is the story.
Too?
Yeah. Yeah, so then, and this is on 23rd Street, he had a company called Free
Can you
World.
go downstairs and get on Casanova?
He had, a company called Free World. So long story short, I was like, I know some dudes that could really fuck with it. And I took him to meet Dame and him, and the rest is history. And all I asked Dame for was a part in the motherfucking movie. And I see this nigga. Yo,
I think I
you ain't see me. I didn't see you. I holla at you. Me and my wife was just watching it Easter Sunday.
Yeah. So, all right. What year was you working with Rockefeller?
I came in
was this the Buggy Eye Benz days?
This was... so let's start way back now. I started working with Rockefeller. I set up their street teams with Ray Ray. Y'all remember Ray Ray? I set up their street teams nationally with Ray Ray.
I was one of the street team guys in Miami.
Yeah.
Who did we deal with?
Ray Ray. It had to be Ray Ray.
Who was it?
Did you get paid Western Union?
No. So it's before.
He's before that.
That's how we was paying.
Def Jam days. I was Def Jam days.
I'm talking about Rockefeller Records on John Street.
Payday. You're talking about, not Payday.
Casanova, you downstairs?
What's the label they were on originally?
Priority Freeze.
You downstairs?
Yeah.
Freeze. That's what I'm thinking of, Freeze.
So we paid street team through Western Union.
Right.
So, but it was a whole thing, man. Like, them was my guys. Clark Kent introduced me to Jay and Dane. I'm talking about 560 State Street, Black Lacquer Furniture, fucking, station wagon, Honda Accord, Buggy Eye Benz, Lexus. Like, I'm them days.
Right.
And I was just a youngin' because Clark would take me on the road, and I was the hype man when Clark DJ.
But did you ever see Jay and Dame separated?
Never.
Let's just keep it.
I left Rockefeller Records because of the split. Nobody knows that story. I mean, Dame was starting to do things that was not normal to me in our relationship. Yeah. And I told Dame, I said, first time you ever yell at me like you yell at the rest of these niggas, I'm out of here. But all the shit in the separation, you know what I'm saying, started happening. I just didn't feel right because, I mean, you know what I'm saying, Jay is Boogie's godfather. Like, it was too much history that I saw, that I was a part of. To like stay in a business that was dwindling anyway. The music business was fucking over when I left. Like,
but what I'm saying is, did you ever see it like it going this far?
Never.
Like even like, cause you know, as business partners, you know, you seen you and Puff, it's footage of y'all like going at it. But then you know y'all rekindle y'all relationships. And it just seems
hip-hop though.
It just seems like this relationship is just done though. Like, am
you talking about Dame and Jay?
Dame and Jay, from looking from the outside in. Am I wrong? Because it seems like everybody's back around. Emery.
And they still not together.
Biggs. And it's like the only person missing is that comment.
I'm just gonna say this, man. The ego's a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Man's pride
Ego
is a
destroys
motherfucker.
everything.
You know what I mean? And you built too much together. Historically built. I'm talking about like Sean John came first, but Rockaway tore the motherfucking door. You know what I mean? Like, and even when they tried with Armadale, like they had a lot of things that were the new blueprint. You know what I'm talking about? So to see them not be able to work that out, it drives me nuts.
It
you know
drives
what I'm
me
saying?
nuts too.
I just feel like that they built too much and had too much
film
history.
as well. They did the film thing. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe, you know, just me not seeing that be around. And
was it the last of a dying breed? There will never be another. There will never be other organizations like that. Even like when you look at QC doing their thing, but Rockefeller, you know what I mean? That Bad Boy Rough Riders, that was a whole generational thing. You know what I'm saying? Like where it spawned.
But right now,
the QCs.
Let's big up TDE. I think TDE. I think TDE took everyone else's mistakes.
I feel like they learned. They learned from everybody else's mistakes.
I just think they're the wave. They're the moment, and the TDE, QC. You know what I mean? You got. You know what I mean? They're really doing it.
But it feels like Top Dog really did learn from other people's mistakes, and he stays low key with the way he operates his business.
I love how he stays the fuck out the way and just, you know what I mean? Hit with SZA, hit with Kendrick, you know what I mean? Schoolboy had a couple hit records, and he stays.
Shout out to J-Rock, man.
J-Rock,
first artist that really paved the way for them,
Yeah, I actually just saw D-Nice post this footage of, I think it was J-Rock and Kendrick, like early. Like,
What's your favorite part of the game?
My favorite part of the game, man, is the discovery, man. You know what I mean? Like, you got to imagine how we got around before social media.
Okay, what do you mean by discovery?
Discovery is always something new. Like, people, like, when Flex was going on Amigos, and Yachty and whoever else he was going on. I was like, bro, like, are you listening to the melodies like I'm listening to the melodies? Because it was reminiscent of Bone to me. Like, if you listen to cadence and melody and everything they had to offer, I'm like, yo, these kids they in it. They in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Now, can I understand everything they saying? Do I identify with it? No. I'm not part of the drug culture, like usage culture.
And it might not be a part of us.
Like that.
It might not be for us.
Right, but you got to respect it.
They take the music, the beats, the melodies, it's still melodic. Like, 100%. It's still listenable music.
They the best sing-songy generation in hip-hop on a lot of levels. You just might not be with the topics of discussion, but you got to give them melody-wise, these motherfuckers. I mean, because it's Drake. Like, you know what I mean? I had this conversation on my show the other day. I'm like, who's better, Drake or Kanye as a rapper? And I said, Kanye hands down as a rapper, but if you're talking about a song, it's Drake.
No, but if you're talking about a run, I think Drake's run, I think he, for the last 10 years, every second single he had was on the Billboard.
I mean,
every damn one of them. Like,
but nobody goes out on a limb like Kanye.
Kanye is the most.
As an artist,
he's the most important artist.
He goes out on a limb.
Okay, but
he'll risk it all.
I know what he means.
He'll risk it all to be creative. To be creative,
he risks it all.
And to push the envelope, he'll risk it all.
He risks it all. And they had this Avengers thing. I know everybody saw that shit, right? Everybody saw the Avengers. And I'm looking at the Avengers shit.
They had Saha the Prince there.
But they gotta
relax.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, how you gonna have an Avengers? You had Kanye. You had Jay on the side in the corner.
And Nas is there.
And then I'm like, bro, where's Puff? He don't rap. I'm like, he don't have to rap. He's hip hop. But my point is like, that's what needs to happen. There's no order in the game. And I feel like, to your point about the TDEs and the QCs, the ones that are doing it right, and then even the ones that came before them. There was order in the game. Mm-hmm. There was a certain level of respect and a certain level of appreciation. You ain't gotta like what a motherfucker do. I ain't gotta like stir fry, but that shit in the club crank like a motherfucker. But I love stir fry. I'm not saying. But you get what I'm saying? Like, but and so that's why I try to tell my
respecting each other's lane.
Exactly. Right. Because hip hop used to be respectful. You would battle the shit out, and that's your point about me and Puff. Right. We done had known blow ups.
No, I love. You know what?
You know what I'm saying? But we still be there for each other when it's time for the culture.
I watched you in the Breakfast Club, so I went back and pulled up the thing. But I also heard what you said on the Breakfast Club. You was like, yo, it was kind of, not kind of your fault, but it was like, you had a Grey Goose ads in front of Justin.
Yeah, I was
like, wow. Yeah. And I remembered that, but I didn't know that was you at the time. And
it was me like, holding the bottle. I was like,
hey. So, and I'm like, but this is somewhat your mentor.
And you know what, man? That's what we were raised to do.
Hold on. You got to describe for these young kids. Yeah. That how is that? Like, you worked with this guy, and then you out on your own, and you're actually with a competing brand.
Yeah.
And he comes to your town. Let's remember. Yeah. You actually went and set up in Atlanta whenever things wasn't going right, or maybe they were going right for you. But you went to Atlanta, you set it up, and he comes to your market. Compound is the name of the club.
It's a club. Or
I remember
Compound,
this. And you in there with this Grey Goose bottle, and I can't hear what the fuck you saying. Yeah. But I know it ain't cool. Whatever you saying, and I know whatever he's saying back. But
so growing up, like I said, I met him at 16, and being in the streets, you want to figure something else out. Like if you really want something in life, you know what I mean. I looked at him as that muse, right? You know what I'm saying. And there were several things like leading up to that. Like I brought the Big Mac thing to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, to the warehouse when I was in college, and they got
now
in a
when
fight.
He's saying Big Mac, people, he's talking about the Biggie Smalls and Craig Mack promotional thing.
One of the biggest promos
ever. Rest in peace to Craig Mack, and we'll get to a little bit to that later.
That was genius.
Yeah, so he come to Atlanta, and all of a sudden I see Gucci, Mark Pitts getting drugged down the steps. And it's a big ass thing about to happen, and Wolf and everybody, they about to jump. I run over. I'm like,
wait,
security.
Mark Pitts was getting drugged down the steps?
Yeah, Mark Pitts was he got in a fight with the security. Wow. So I'm running. Ron G was on the fucking turntable. I'm on the mic.
Ron G, the legendary guy.
Yeah, so I'm
Which for people that don't know, Mark Pitts is Biggie's manager at the time.
Biggie's manager, yeah, one of the biggest executives.
And he's also managers right now, Miguel, who's got me that Miguel Clement. So thank you
Chris
very
Brown's
much.
projects as well.
Yes.
So, but my point is, I'm running. I'm like, yo, chill. I pay the dude. You go through the back door. These motherfucking New York niggas about to stomp you out. Like, chill. So Puff comes over. He's like, yo, what the fuck? You know how Puff used to be. Wow. And so all of a sudden, he says, tear the club up. Wow. Now, mind you, it's Freaknik, my nigga. Wow. You understand me? It's Freaknik, my nigga. Like, this is my money. I'm fucking 19 years old. You my idol. I got Big Mac in this motherfucker. Like, how? Why? So all of a sudden, I go outside, and I just had a Ford Explorer, Mickey Thompson's new grill, the whole grill smashed out, the barricade down, and the rest is history. You can Google that. But from that time, like, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna see, I want to see dude. Like, I go to New York New Music Seminar the last year and I'm looking for, like, I want my money. You come to look for me. I mean, we went through things, you know what I'm saying? But the point was, I was hurt because you're my idol. Right. You're I look up to you.
It was like a David Goliath type of thing?
It was always a big brother thing. Right. Because even when the whole thing happened with the car and I went to New York and all that, the whole thing ended up, man, we black men out here, God by, Puff got a real magical ability to Jedi mind trick you out of what you originally were talking about. So we get into the good space, and over the years, like, I signed a girl group Dream to Puff. That was my group, you know what I'm saying? So we was always in and out of business, you know what I'm saying? But by the time it comes to the Grey Goose, Ciroc Wars, right? It was like, all right, I gotta show my power, because that's what hip hop was. If you the best, you know what I'm saying, you gonna show that you the best.
It's like a battle,
You know what I'm saying? And
he 100% knew that was your campaign.
He knew that was. They were showing videos I was making. I did a La Voyage video. Please, youngins, go watch the La Voyage video where Grey Goose took us to Paris. I taped the whole thing. It was 11-minute, 12-minute little mini doc that was playing up in Diageo. Like, well, how is he doing this? Why he don't? You know what I'm saying? So, and I knew this because people calling me, giving me information.
And Diageo is the company that's
distribution,
the parent company of Ciroc.
That's best partners with Puff and
And
Ciroc.
De Leon, correct?
100% correct. So long story short, when he came to Atlanta, I just wanted him to feel it. I didn't want to. If he wanted to, he could have told Alex, yo, don't sell no Grey Goose, I'm hosting. But I mean, it could have been a lot of things. But what Puff did was the old Puff Daddy came out of nowhere. He throws ice.
Right.
He hits a dude in my booth and, faced with the ice. And this T.I. just comes home from jail. He's like, yo, let them do this Kenny Burns house, nigga. He's like, don't do that. So he's on fire. And I'm like, Puff, chill. And now, mind you, I'm here. You're like my guy that got hit in the thing. T.I.'s right here, Puff's over there. So it's 100 people in between us. We're not this close. So I'm trying to get over to talk to Puff. You know what I mean? I never forget Rube, because I knew Rube, but I didn't know Rube. And so I'm coming up to Puff, and I come up on the thing. I'm grabbing Puff. They're like, yo, who's this nigga grabbing Puff? So Rube's coming out the back. They're like, no, that's Kenny Ray. Like, all right. But my point was, I'm telling Puff and this. I'm like, do you know this boy make $35,000 a year? You just hit him in the face. And this is me, and I'm talking about in the hecticness of hecticness. Now, mind you, like you said, the billboards doesn't happen. All this shit around the park. My booth is blocking his booth. Every time he bought a bottle of Ciroc, I bought 3 Grey Goose. But I'm in his ear, like, I'm thinking about the culture. Like, there's 6,000 motherfuckers in here. What you think gonna happen if one of your niggas jump over this motherfucking rail? And you know what I'm saying? So we got to but we always go to the extreme to come back to what's most important.
What was your worst period?
The warehouse. The warehouse, the Big Mac thing.
The Grey Goose.
No, that wasn't the worst. The worst was in college. No one knows that story, and I'm gonna leave that for the book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's cool. Because everything got amplified. We was young and we was all stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody it was a whole bunch of stupid shit, and God willing, everything came out good. But it's been a big brother, little brother thing our entire career.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He just shouted me out for the Uncle N.o.r.e thing, congratulating me. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right.
You know what I mean? When he got issues and things, I got my superpowers. I can help move the culture for him. So, I mean, we're going to be there. And we have to be there for those types of individuals that are still left. You know what I'm saying? For all that they've contributed to hip-hop.
Right.
Even though they have shortcomings and do things that aren't, you know what I'm saying?
But who doesn't, right?
Who doesning? Right, How many family members we got?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That we just be like, I can't stand my fucking aunt.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? My uncle ain't shit. You know what I'm talking about? My cousins.
But he did help me that one time.
Exactly. But y'all at Christmas dinner and y'all breaking bread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So now the Uncle N.o.r.e is a crazy story about a slave, from what I gathered, about a slave who I'm paraphrasing, who actually taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey.
Yes.
Oh,
Jack
crazy.
Daniels went on in his life.
How is it? Y'all like it? It's good?
Yeah, I'm drinking it right now.
It's good.
On the rock.
Made whiskey.
100 proof.
And
I feel like I'm out wild out.
But the thing about it is, we got so many stories of, black people doing things for, white people in those days, and these white people not actually recognizing. This is a different type of story.
Yeah.
This Jack Daniels actually has a book.
He gave him props?
50 times in the book. He mentioned him 50 times in the book. So I just thought it was dope. And even the town Lynchburg, I just
the name was a horrible name.
It's a horrible name. But
change your name, Lynchburg.
They were actually there was actually cases of police actually, killing other people because they were defending black people.
Yeah. This story is so movie ready, you know what I'm saying? Because if you think about slavery times, it's fucking slavery times. No way around it. Black people were not free. They were not treated as equals.
There's no niceties in that
There's
story.
no niceties, but as much as there could be, there was in this particular town. Like, a lot of people think Jack Daniels, you know what I'm talking about, was, the slave owner. But Jack Daniels was a chore boy. He was on the field doing chore shit, milking goats and shit.
Picking up pig shit.
Yeah, all types of shit.
Yeah.
And the preacher, Dan Call, that basically owned Uncle N.o.r.e.'s, Nathan Green, and also, you know what I'm saying, like, was the, boss of the orphan, because he was an orphan. Jack Daniels was an orphan who came to work on his farm.
Right.
He put them together and was like, yo, N.o.r.e., can you teach him the game? I'm a preacher. I can't really be in the liquor game, you know what I'm saying? Although he kept all the proceeds. Right. You know what I'm talking about? Even when he left it, because that's how they did. They did. But it was a respect, and it was a mutual respect. And a lot of people don't know this too. Uncle N.o.r.e. was much older. You know what I'm saying? They got a picture right now on the internet where they show a picture and everybody says it's Nathan Green, but it's not.
It's not.
It's his son, George.
Yeah, his son, yep.
So, but it's a dynamic story, man. I mean, they really were, Nathan Green was the biggest landowner in that community at the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Part of the distillery Jack Daniel's on now was owned by Nathan Green. Like,
he was one of the richest black people in that whole community.
100% facts. 100%
and
facts.
he was even rich to other white people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But, you know, the whole thing with this Uncle Nearest thing that really attracted me, you know, after blowing up all these companies and doing all this, I never had equity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when Fawn Weaver and her husband Keith Weaver were like, yo, we have this opportunity. Actually, my friend was doing the raise. They were raising $10 million. And he called me, he's like, yo, I'm putting this money into this thing. I think you need to be involved in it. I said, well, if I can't be a partner, I don't even want to know what's good. You know what I'm saying? But then they were like, yeah, let's come to Tennessee, see what we're doing, and we can talk about the equity play. And when I went, man, you know, standing on those hollow grounds, hearing those stories, and stories that you don't hear from that era of equality and actually black people doing good. You know what I'm saying? And then they started the Nearest Green Foundation where 7 descendants are in college right now. Right. Full rise. I'm talking about through bachelor's, master's, and however far they want to go in school. Right. That's part of my marketing budget. I said, how much marketing do I get? You know, whatever. And then
you a motherfucking partner. Let's make some noise.
Yeah.
We got my boy Casanova in the building. Casanova, come in here. Mix it up. We're gonna mix it up, man. It's 2-year anniversary of Drink Champs. We figured we mix it up.
You got the perfect chain for our 2-year anniversary.
Yeah. 2 times. So, Cash, you know Kenny Burns? You know Kenny?
I heard some good things about him.
Yes, Kenny Burns, get to the bag. I
heard he got a lot of money.
In short term, he's the plug.
Well, let me get some for the whole
I'll be married 19 years in October.
I thought I heard you say 20 years.
19 years this October coming.
Okay, I've been married.
That's lit.
Gotta say that because you said that because she's watching.
Okay. So, all right, now that I got two people here, right? What I normally like to do, hold on. What I normally like to do is particularly ask you guys just random industry questions, right? Being at Casanova, you're one of the first new artists that ever came on here. We always have
Thank you.
Like that. That's okay. We real niggas.
I knock your teeth out.
Real niggas gotta have a cheat code too. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I want to ask y'all from an outsider looking in. When I look at the Juelz Santana case, like what is the first thing that pops up to you guys' mind? This is generic, just industry talk. What is the first? Let me see that lighter.
Industry talk?
Yes, the
first thing is knowing what he's been through to get caught up in that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like how
you talking about the airport situation?
Yeah, the airport situation.
Okay.
I just see that him and the whole Dipset been through. I mean, they've been in shootouts, they've been in all types of things and made it up out of it, and they get jammed up on a technicality. Basically, you forgot what was in your motherfucking bag. It's a tragedy. But it's also a testament to if you don't cut some of that shit out at some point, it catches up with you. 100%.
Cass, same question.
Me, I just feel like I think it's bad karma. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when stuff like that happened to me, it just like pay for the old things you did. It's certain stuff that happened to me in my life when I'm like, fuck, like. You know what I'm saying? Like you get away with the body, but you don't get away with the gun. You know what I'm saying?
Or you get caught for
it catches up with you.
Get caught for
the shit you don't think you will get caught.
Like what's his name? OJ. You get away with murder.
And then the trophy shit.
Stop. OJ, dude, my blackness never has made me admit. Let me just throw that out there. My blackness has never admitted that OJ has did it at all. I've never felt like
I think OJ almost admitted it already.
He wrote a book saying he did it.
I know OJ.
I
swear to God.
That was the biggest get off in the history of getting off.
I swear to God, I don't think OJ
He did that shit.
Listen, after hanging out with OJ, I don't think he'll hurt a kitten. I swear to God.
OJ is
He wouldn't
95,
hurt a fly, man.
Listen, man, we still got that story. He said he was murder unit.
Man, stop.
He said he was murder
That was a
unit,
joke.
man.
Stop.
It's not a joke. It's
Stop. Don't spread
facts.
that rumor.
He did that, B.
It's facts.
He did that, B.
He said I'm murder unit.
God bless Johnny Cochran.
But don't we miss the days, I guess, with the facts that I brought up Juelz Santana because I remember at one point, regardless if you was on a record label, regardless or not, a rapper would not stay in jail for more than 3 days. Like you get locked up. I don't give a fuck what it is. A record label's coming to get you, and you got bail. You got a lawyer. You got everything. Nowadays, they don't give a fuck. You remember them days?
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, like it's like mandatory
DMX got locked up 900 times.
It's like mandatory minimums. It's like mandatory. Remember when mandatory minimums was introduced? Like I remember when I first got in trouble, they had just did the drug-free zone. But guess what's by every fucking school drug-free zone? A project. And what are they doing in the projects?
Yeah, they giving you time for that though.
You feel what I'm saying?
No,
My point is, I think to your point,
if you like 20 blocks away, you still get hit with that crime.
But to your point though, they're creating things to keep you now. If you look at pre-Reagan, it was 41,000 inmates. You know what I'm saying? That was black or brown. After Reagan, 500,000.
Yeah, Reaganomics changed it all.
500,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they want that. They make money off that. Don't get me on my conspiracy theory shit.
Yeah, like mainly Roc Nation now. It's mainly Roc Nation. And then we was out to dinner with you the other day where people from Def Jam is trying to make you fully Def Jam.
I knock your teeth out.
They was trying to sex shit.
They was trying to sex shit.
That's
I totally forgot that's what they were doing, right? That's what I was witnessing. I didn't know this. So, but how does it feel to be in that system? You know what I'm saying?
It feels good, man. Especially coming from where I came from. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't part of the plan, and I'm just enjoying life. Like, this is great. It's a blessing. Right. Especially, you know, being from Brooklyn.
Right.
When you with the king of Brooklyn, it's just like, it's dope. That's like somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Godfather.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's dope. It's a blessing. I still sometimes gotta take a deep breath when I can just walk straight in the building. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then the other dudes that's supposed to be somebody gotta wait downstairs for somebody to get them. Woo. I just be feeling good.
Yeah. I'm up. I'm up right now. I knocked your teeth out.
Yeah.
So, set tripping. I love that shit. This nigga's Onyx.
Thank you.
On steroids, nigga. This nigga is Onyx. I want to tell you this, young blood. Like, I think it's like hip hop needs that aggressive, fucking just energy that just overwhelms you and makes you act out of character. And I'm talking about this is like, he could be a rock star.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Talk that shit, Ken.
I've been around a long time.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of different things come and go. I'm talking about, but you like got an energy, B, and I think you're focused. I don't know you well enough to say you're focused from the leaving the bullshit alone, but like you really got a lane. Cause these niggas is out here fucking the money up.
I can't fuck it up.
These niggas is fucking the money up.
I'm gonna go rob somebody else.
No, it ain't worth it.
I can't do it.
It ain't
I
worth
can't
it.
do it. They gonna blow me up now. Cavs did it. I can't even sneak around no more. So this is my
knock your teeth out.
You know what I'm saying?
Knock your teeth out.
I just got knock niggas' teeth out. I can't do nothing crazy. I know I'm gonna get a little bullet for that.
But you got rock star quality.
Thank you.
And the rock star shit is what carries you over the hump. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
I'm telling you. Run DMC was rock stars. So DMX was DMX.
I love DMX.
DMX, yeah.
Know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying I got hype a little bit. Cheers.
Nah. It's cool to get hype on drink chat.
Cheers.
Okay.
It's 2-year anniversary.
So we gotta put my ad libs in here. You know what I'm saying? That's
set tripping.
We set tripping.
So another thing that's happening recently is, and we all got love for the brother, but it's something that's just been floating around in this society. And I just have to ask, you know, as a person, like how does a person recover from something like something Fab is going through right now? Like how did like we all love him. There's no disrespect. We ain't getting in nobody's business. We ain't 100%. Judging, and we're not judging. That's not what we do over here. But you know,
I think she lying. Point blank. Period.
Okay.
That's it. I think she lying.
All right.
That's it.
So we ain't seen no video of him touching her.
I think she lying.
We saw a video where she was terrified though. So that whole
you could fake it terrified.
No, she was terrified.
Camera.
She was terrified.
Let me show you something. Let me show you from my point of view. Yeah. Just jail nigga time, looking at cases and certain things of that nature.
We
right?
all been there.
Cool. Somebody's recording the whole time she's talking from the house.
Right.
That's upstairs, right?
That's upstairs, right?
Upstairs, which was probably her oldest daughter or
whatever.
Danny, right?
Somebody's recording, right? So now, you've been with your wife 20 years, right?
Yeah.
You know, she knows what to do to piss you off. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Boom.
Which she don't do.
All right. Good. Did you see how she pulled out the phone
to get him while she was talking to the pops?
And his heart was crushed. You might not even I looked at it.
I get
he
that.
Said,
I get that.
You pulling out the phone?
Yeah.
You recording me?
Yeah, I get
like
that.
This, like right there, it must have clicked. Oh, this is a setup.
Yeah.
This is a setup.
Yeah.
So this is him leaving the facility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see no blood on no teeth. I don't see Teeth out? I made it up. Teeth out?
Right.
You going to the doctor. You going to the doctor.
Right.
You hurt. You can't talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just think it was a personal situation that went left, and you call the cops. People get locked up for
dumb shit.
Like
shit don't
that
even happen.
every time. You know what I'm saying?
But I think this. I think there's some shit that's going on with these sucker ass niggas and these fucking thoughts that be like it's motherfuckers that be targeting your girl or your man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking to them hoe ass motherfuckers because that be the sucker shit in this industry. You know what I'm saying? If you know somebody that's they motherfucking baby moms or that's they motherfucking live-in, they spouse, this, that, and the third, you violating. You know what I'm saying?
So let me tell you something, not to cut you off. Nobody wants somebody nobody wants.
100% fact.
If it wasn't your girl, nobody wouldn't want her.
But at the same time, it's gotta be fucking rules.
Damn, Cass.
Where the rules at?
It's gotta be. I'm just saying. Respectability comes.
You've been out the game 20 years.
No, I'm saying.
You've been out the game 20 years, man.
Y'all youngs is different, but I'm saying it's respect. If I'm telling you,
respecting.
Okay, some dirty dick niggas out here going after everything possible.
Who wants that? Who wants to give that respect?
This is when Drink Champ starts
who wants to give that respect.
This is when Drink Champ starts
What he's saying is that.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop tripping.
That ass though, you look at it, every girl, each and every one of us wanted beforehand was somebody else's girl.
I guarantee you.
Before marriage, you looked at somebody's girl and was like, damn, if I had her, I'll be lit. And then when it fall in your lap, you really don't care. If this not your man, this is not your friend, who gives a fuck? Yeah, it's wrong when it's your friend. But in this industry, we learn. There ain't no friends in the industry.
100% facts.
You know, as soon as you drop her off, a nigga ready to pick her right back up where she left off at. And it's correct. It's bad because we have girls and we understand, like, if a motherfucker try, that shit is fucked up. And when you have a girl, you be like, nah, I won't do that. That's some girl. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up, because if somebody do that to my girl, I'm gonna be tight. Right. But when you just mingling and shingling, you like, nigga.
But how does he bounce back in the Me Too movement where, like,
Bro,
I just
that's
looked
hard.
at his comments,
It's
and
hard.
it was, like, bad. Like, you know.
It's hard.
Like
That shit come with the territory. Okay. And me personally, you know, I've been through so much shit, man. I could fucking be on this shit for 30 hours explaining to y'all what I've been through. But me personally, I think that he gonna be all right. You know why? Because that's the shit you have to go through, man, to be who you are. Anybody that's great went through it.
Tragedy. You mean in tragedy?
Trials and tribulations. But like he said, though, this is a different kind of era.
Right, no, you're
this
right.
Me Too shit is unbelievable. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's almost sexist on their part in a lot of ways.
The pendulum swung the other way
You feel what I'm
completely.
saying? So my point with Fab is, let's talk about it. He's 40 years old. He had one of the longest runs in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? To be as relevant as he is, can he bounce back
without any
without any scratches?
Yeah, tragedy.
No real tragedies, right? So this is his first real scar on his record. Do I think it's gonna end him? Nah, because nothing has come out to show, like Rihanna. Rihanna came out with a motherfucking Frankenstein face. Frankenstein face. And this nigga went on to sell fucking 25 million more records, right? And he don't have the respect. Chris didn't have the respect that Fab got. So I don't think it's over, but I do want to put in perspective.
He got more fans than Fab.
Plus, I think there is a slight difference R&B and being rap.
Yeah,
but the world looks at it a little different.
I think the difference is, I think Fab, the women trusted Fab more than they trusted Chris. I'm just keeping it 100. It just, well, at least they trusted him longer.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question. That's my man.
That's my man too.
Let's skip to something else, man. I don't want to talk about
Chris is Michael Jackson. Love Chris.
Let's go.
We talking examples.
But we talking examples. So are we saying that? Because I think, because I never see someone, I never see someone go from
let's shoot this shit
from one day to the next day.
I said nothing wrong about Chris.
No, I'm talking about Rihanna. But I respect that, because if that's my man, I want him to defend me just like that. Just like that. So I respect it. But we get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is it because, like, the females trusted Fab longer? Is that the case? Or it's just this is just the movement, this is the era we live in right now.
I think it's the era. I think it's
guilty as long as you choose.
But my point is, like he said, if you get your teeth knocked out, there has to be some dental work. There got to be some things happening.
It would have been leaked already.
And that's what I'm saying. TMZ would have had that shit out.
If the video from the house was leaked, best believe your face busted open would have been leaked.
I agree with that.
That's how I feel. You know, I've been a dude like, again, I'm just talking not even from the street, nigga, jail shit. Yeah. I've been in the law library. When you pass these cases, you just want to read them. I've been in a box in solitary confinement for like 36 months. So I read all of these cases, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just by myself in a cell. So even with that, where's the proof? Yeah, me too, cool. But where's the proof? Right. If you could just slander somebody's name like that, in their career,
that's the era we in.
That's the era.
We're in the era that a rumor holds more weight than a fact, right?
Listen, you know Aziz, that's saying that Aziz, he brought a chick back, he ate her pussy, and she didn't like the way he ate her pussy.
Right. And
she flipped on him for that. So she said,
that's crazy.
She said, like, I mean, I'm paraphrasing a motherfucker.
No, it's
but
serious.
It's boiled down to, she said, he brought her back to his crib, he ate her pussy. I guess he didn't know what he was doing, the Indian. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's my section. You know what I'm saying? You got Latino, a little big guy, a little bit of Latino in you. And, you know, but anyway, she didn't, and I'm just saying that part was like, wow. Like when I heard that, I was like, obviously I'm paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying? But this is the era that we live in. It's a little.
Put it this way, we wish him the best.
No, we wish everybody the best.
We wish her the best.
The family, everybody.
Because the family is really hard to come by.
Yes.
And there's some things you can and can't forgive. But I really pray that family can continue in some way as a unit.
Right.
That's break up with no makeup.
Right.
That's break up with no makeup. Right. You know why? Because it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It really do. Right. Because you share all your information with who? Your wife.
Right.
You tell every secret you hold with your wife, with your girl. So it's like treason. You commit acts of treason. You know what I'm saying? When you do things like that, and again, it was premeditated murder. I always use that word because it was premeditated. It was like,
any ice?
Record. Right. Record your husband, your baby father mad. Shit, you get me on video, shit, I might be me too. Cause I'll be on there like, you stupid fucking, you know what I'm saying? Cursing, and she be like, motherfucker, fuck you. Shit, I'll be call her ass then, and then line her ass up. You know what I'm saying? But this is what we live in. We expressing ourselves, freedom of speech, right? So me, even looking at that video, I'm like, girl, if your head was busted, or your mouth with your teeth out, blood everywhere.
Nigga, teeth.
Your teeth out, there's blood everywhere. And I feel like it's to the point where it's like, you know what? This nigga won't play with me. I got something for him. And that's how all these girls is doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like 5 niggas going through them situations, and it's fucked up. But we good because we got girls, so we alright. But when you don't, it's kind of fucked up because you got to go in the room now. You got to take girls' phones. You got to make them sign certain shit now because everybody trying to get money. It's not even. They want the clout on the internet. You know, just like the shit with what's his name, Usher.
Yeah, I'm about to say, come on.
Usher,
he hit that. He couldn't hit that shit.
Shout out to the big girls, but Usher don't need you to call him to the room. Come on, man.
To the Best Western.
Usher came to your room.
Nigga, get a talk show.
I'm not coming to your room. I'm not coming to your room. I don't care if it's fourth quarter and I'm down 3. I'm not taking the shot. I'm passing that to my man over there. He's gonna do the job for me. I'm coming to your room, and especially he's been doing this for years. He knows his cameras, his tricks. He can get set up. You know, that's another thing. Dudes is getting set up in their hotels.
Oh man, Rob.
So the shit, Rob
got killed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So especially Usher been doing this for years. You telling me Usher came to your room, mama?
At the Best Western though, that's the part
at
that.
The Best Western
that killed it. I
this
said,
nigga's $100 million man.
That's the hook right there. The Best Western.
I ain't going there. Y'all ain't going there.
Come on, son. Come on. That's how I feel. And I feel like anything they want to do, they can do. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
On a lot of levels.
That's fucked up.
I don't think it's anything that they could do. I think that they have some truth to some of their story. Like most of them.
No.
I think it started with Bill Cosby, and I think a lot of them were just like jumping on board, or a lot of them were, because I don't know if Bill was really a pill popping animal. Like I don't know. Like
but look, this is what I'm saying.
He sound like the rappers nowadays. The way they describe Bill, he sound like the rappers nowadays. OJ did not kill nobody.
OJ killed the lady.
My thing is this, right? This is how I feel. I'm not rich. Again, I'm with my girl all the time. His pussy getting thrown at me left, right. I'm not rich.
You the new Wesley Snipes, man.
Bill Cosby is rich.
Right. You the new
You
Wesley.
telling me he got the pop appeal in your joint? Bill Cosby is
Bill
rich.
Cosby. This is
He been rich.
the Huxtables rich.
Yes.
Back then.
Been rich. Been a millionaire. He can buy any girl he wants.
But maybe he just didn't want to work.
Nah, I ain't going out.
Yo, I'ma say this. There's a lot of sick motherfuckers out there, though, B. I'm just saying, there's a lot of sick motherfuckers doing sick shit.
Humans are sick, period.
Listen,
we all
I've been up. But you still gotta work a little bit. You still gotta be like, shorty, I'm going sax fifth in the morning. This is a long time ago.
No.
It's a long time ago. Way before I met my wife.
Listen, before you met your wife, cool.
But I mean, out the gate.
When you was lit, you ain't had to work like that.
I ain't had to work like that?
No way.
I don't think I had to work like that.
Exactly.
But I had to work, though. I had to work.
But you ain't gotta work. This is our work. Let's say I'm not even on your level, and I hope to get on your level. But
this is how it works nowadays.
And you don't gotta work. You just come here. I get my friend's pussy. Look, come, all of you. You fuck everybody here. You fucking? Yes, we fucking.
Right.
Everybody's fucking. The manager's fucking. The assistant manager's fucking. What work you really have to do if you're a millionaire?
That's the reason why. Because we see back in the days, word of mouth was almost more powerful than this.
Well, word of mouth was the promo.
Because just think about it. Just think about it. Social media. Just think about it. There's no footage of Pac. Yeah. There's no footage of DMX when they had their shit. It was just all word of mouth. So word of mouth back then kind of was damaging you a little bit more. Is because everybody just believed it because we couldn't see it. Yeah. So nowadays it's kind of a little bit less because niggas say if the footage don't exist, it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little.
No, but the Me Too movement is moving without footage.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's just rumor and it's already damaging. And even if you don't get legally dealt with, the rumor's already out there. Your career's been damaged already. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know how much girls really be like, yo, after perfect example. I'm in Vegas. I'm at the poker table. I'm lit.
Set tripping.
I'm set tripping. I'm lit. A girl on me. Ooh, she feeling me. Look, baddie. Oh, she feeling me. She feeling me. I'm thinking I'm the man. I'm lit.
Yeah.
After the game, I'm talking to her. We talking about the bar. It's all good. She like $250 for head, $500 for pussy.
Oh, they got me like that too. Oh, I got a Vegas story.
Yo, that's the worst shit about these young bitches.
Oh, you thought you was cute. I thought you was cute too one day.
I'm that nigga. Look, I'm showing the watch. You hear me? Call. Nah, I don't call that. Them niggas don't got no money. They frontin'. I'm not doing that. I'm thinking I'm the man. By the time I got to the bar, talking to her, thinking she really liked me. I knew the kid's name. She hit me with the price. But let me show you, there's some girls that don't say the price. Right. So when you go upstairs and you bang boogie, and she turn around and be like, this is $250, and you be like, bitch, you don't get the fuck out of here.
Then she mad.
Oh, you got money.
It turns into something else.
You raped me. Rape? I don't listen. I go to jail for a murder other than a rape.
This is the first time Drink Champs is talking about this.
Rape?
We're going uncharted territory right now.
But we're here. We're
uncharted territory.
It's very open.
Big shout out to all the females that are rightfully charging these niggas.
Absolutely. That's the problem.
All the women who have been wrongfully touched, whatever, or we're not saying nothing about you.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
We're talking about the ones who are not
in jail. the rightfully accused, if you copped out for rape, any sexual charges, we on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Wrongfully accused in jail, niggas is still on your ass. You still done. If you go in jail and be like, yo, what's your charge, homie? Where your paperwork? And you be like,
so you thinking Pac had a bad time in jail?
Hell yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You know why he didn't have a bad time?
He had
a bad time.
You isolated.
Yeah, he was isolated.
You gotta get it. Once your celebrity is
and in the movies they try to act like he wasn't in population.
No, but he was isolated.
No, he had population.
I thought they trying to say he was in population.
It don't matter about population. It matter about the state. Cause you see, this how it goes. You know, N.o.r.e. know. It goes like this. It's the whispers. Yo. It take like at least 72 hours. Yo, listen.
This nigga said 72 hours.
Niggas be like, yo, that's something right there, that rape shorty.
Right. That rape
niggas
shorty.
chill. It passes on. Yo, that's something right there, yeah. You good. You get your package, you're chilling, and then boom, you just...
Niggas fuck me up,
you done. You're done. But, like I said, with Tupac, he was so amazing back then that... And R.I.P. Tupac.
He had to be in.
But he had a lot of problems.
You have to put him in isolation. Yeah. I'm going isolation as soon as I get to the joint. Yeah. And he was.
But he had a lot of problems because of Jimmy and Haitian Jack in jail.
Well, not
New York
yet.
niggas. It was some New York niggas on him. I'm just saying. What he had.
It don't matter about that.
He had some article. It wasn't at first. It wasn't.
I'm saying, but he had issues though. I'm talking about the rape case on.
Yeah, no, I'm saying because you remember he got convicted.
I'm talking about rape case on.
Yeah, rape case on. He got convicted.
But you're saying after the Vibe article, which is after.
It was after the Vibe article.
No matter who, if you a lit person, you're an influencer. Once you're an influential person, they putting you in a box. Yeah. Like Big Meech. Yeah. They let him rock for a couple months. Soon as he start buying niggas sneakers and all that, he ain't start no trouble. Nah, you got to go. Because if you snap your fingers, the whole jail is in chaos. And that's what's going on. Tupac, they put him in isolation. Guaranteed. You know why? Because you can really sue in jail. That's why some people tell and some people tell in the street. Because you can sue if you're in a place that you're supposed to be protected and you get cut or stabbed. There's no knife supposed to be in jail. So most of the people they get cut, they tell on everybody, and they get their little 20, 30, 40,000, and they come home and be lit. You know what I'm saying?
Kenny Burns. How was the Biggie Smalls, Craig Mack era? How was that?
Yeah, let me know about it. I need to learn my history from you.
It was one of the most incredible eras because, and that's why like I was telling Puff, because you know Puff was doing these records with French and he was doing them with Meek. And they were sounding like French and Meek. And I'm like, you know, this is the money-making Mitch thing he was trying to do. And he was playing me these records. And I'm like, you shouldn't do that. You got to go on tour. People want Bad Boy. Bad Boy will never be another era like Big, Craig Mack, Little Kim, 112, Total. You know what I'm talking about?
Shout out to that. We got you.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole band. And honestly, Puff tried his damnness to get Craig on the tour. I'm talking about damn near to the middle of the tour. He was like, yo, come out here. Come to this market. Your record was #1. He was trying to, and I wish he could have felt that love because I feel like he died not
rest
feeling
in peace, Craig
the
Mack.
love. Yeah, rest in peace, Craig Mack. So, but that era was so special because it was defining what business would be in hip hop. See, people didn't really realize the business acumen that was going down. You know what I'm talking about? Like Puff really had a real label, had real money. They was making quota, because you know that whole shit was smoke and mirrors unless you was making quota. They was making quota. Craig Mack sold more records than Biggie did at first. Nobody really know that. You know what I'm saying? Flavor in Your Ear was the biggest fucking record on Bad Boy. You know what I'm talking about? So until Juicy, you know what I'm saying? That's because, you know, Party and Bullshit, none of that shit was really connecting like that.
That
you know
was
what I'm
radio
saying?
crossover.
You feel me? So the era was special because what they did is they went fucking hood to hood. Back then they went to hood. Puff and them would go get with all the gangsters in every city and it would be a fucking love fest.
I heard Biggie's first album, he used to give it out on St. James for free. And when people came up to Big and they said to Big, why don't we give him out your album for free? He said, yo, everybody in the whole neighborhood is playing my shit. The nigga who's not playing my shit seems like a herd. And I said, oh, that was genius. I said, oh,
that nigga was one of the best conversationalist storytellers you'll ever meet. That's why he got so much pussy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn, let's make some noise, Biggie.
Yeah, Biggie Small. Biggie was one of the best fucking like
Let me hear a pussy story. Let me hear a pussy story,
conversationalist.
Biggie.
I mean, I can't really go
You
into
got a
that.
story? You
But he
got a
always
story?
had Kim face, so it'd be, you know what I mean, weird. But my point is, like,
all right.
he, you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
But he was a good dude, and he took care of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't know the real story about how and what, you know what I'm saying? But everybody around, a whole Junior Mafia was on. Like, when he said they was on. They was always on tour. They always got a bag. They was, you know what I'm saying? So it was one of the most kindest, most gentlest motherfuckers you ever meet. Yeah, it was gangsta at the same time.
Did you guys see the post that Scratch did about Craig Mack? Where he was talking about Puff and giving so much props to Puff for signing Craig Mack, because he said Craig Mack was a part of Hit Squad, which is EPMD's crew. Redman, EPMD, Das Effect.
Yeah.
He was on the road with them, and he said he was mistreated.
At the Hit Squad.
In the Hit Squad, he was mistreated by them.
I don't think y'all remember how big Flavor in Year was.
He was huge. I mean, you gotta think about it.
That was the biggest record of that era.
But not even more. You gotta think about it. We know Bad Boy as a shiny suit label, but when you think about it, they'd sign Craig Mack and Biggie, two not so obvious like you know, artists that you would put out as your first artist, and they're lyrical and all that, and then this is what the foundation of Bad Boy.
Another
I think it's incredible.
Puff put that motherfucking sauce on that thing, you know what I'm talking about, with them records and them samples. Everybody remember, I mean, them samples was fucking unbelievable. You know what I'm talking about? And that brought the rhythm to hip hop.
Right.
They brought the rhythm, and then
Big
carried that shit.
Let me ask you something, because then I want to ask Casanova something. Who's harder to work for? Dame Dash, Jay-Z, or Puff Daddy?
Puff Daddy. 100%. 100%. Big shout to Puff.
Damn.
Set tripping. It's a big shout to Puff. Set tripping. No, I'm gonna tell you why. Puff has been historically.
And you said you work for what's the other nigga from Atlanta? Let me put
Dallas
that.
Dallas
I work with all of them. The only nigga I ain't working with was Dr. Dre and Eminem. You know what I'm saying?
So all them niggas.
All them niggas, and they all have similar traits.
Okay.
Because you have to be a selfish motherfucker on a lot of levels to build an empire.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I never
that's
had. I had certain.
Hold on.
You do.
Hold on.
You do.
Hold on.
100%.
Don't let that go over your head.
Yeah, don't
You
let
just
that go.
learned me just now.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm soaking it in. I'm soaking it in. You have to be a selfish motherfucker to run an empire.
You got
run
to.
or build an empire.
Because guess what? It's about you and your vision and what you gotta make happen. And if you don't make your shit happen, it's like I say this shit all the time. All these young niggas out here.
Let's make some noise for that.
All these young niggas out here creating characters, you gotta live that motherfucker. And you gotta look in the mirror every day and fight your character. Because the people want the character. So that's why you see these niggas, you've heard of 27 Club, like Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, all these motherfuckers dying at 27. It's motherfucking shit they couldn't control and handle because it was things created that wasn't them. So imagine you gotta keep up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga, if he wasn't a knock your teeth out nigga and a set tripping nigga for real, it'd be hard to hold that up. Cause niggas can smell unauthentic shit. No matter what, in this generation, they go Google your motherfucking ass, punching some keyboard shit, and they can find what they want. That's why I be trying to tell niggas, some niggas ain't really built for the leadership role. You know what I'm saying? To be a leader, you got to be ready to motherfucking like go through some other shit to get there. And God, you know, took Puff through all that shit. That's why you see all the love. He can finally sit back and be like, I fucking did everything I could do. That's he ain't doing no more in business. It's gonna be Christian and fucking Just and Quincy, and that's what you see him doing now. He's supporting that. So that's what, you know what I'm saying, you hopefully end up getting, but most people don't even make it to that point. A lot of niggas died trying. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't ready to die, no pun intended, some of that shit ain't for you. I mean that.
Hold on. Say that last part again.
Yeah, if you ain't ready to die, shit might not be for you. I mean, and that's why even like 6ix9ine, the Tekashi kid, you know what I'm saying? That nigga, and I'm gonna say this, that nigga is going about it the wrong way because he got rock star qualities too. If you making that much motherfucking noise and people are with the shit and you doing all the wrong shit, imagine if you did the right shit. Respect is saying what's up. Respect is giving respect to a nigga that's holding down their market. Niggas blood, sweat, tears, all type of shit in they fucking cities. You know what I'm talking about? To earn that's rightfully so and earned, and you should respect that. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to tell these youngins, don't be doing the make believe. Don't be out here in these streets with that shit you can't really finish with, because it ain't a long life. It ain't. You burn out or you die. Right. It's real.
The one
you burn out or you die. Nigga, drugs will take you the fuck out of here. All you niggas leaning and popping pills and all that shit that tears your organs up, that ain't weed. That ain't even cocaine, nigga. That's motherfucking, I'm breaking your immune system down and nothing can help you live.
Yeah, you can't sustain that.
Why you think niggas is having seizures every 2 weeks?
Alright.
Why you think niggas is having falling the fuck out in performances and shit?
Right.
Niggas is fucking functioning crackheads.
Right.
If Puff and Jay and them niggas ain't show you how to get real money, look at Ross. You can say what the fuck you want to say. They got 800 chicken wing spots, nigga. 800.
He got 800 kookaroos.
The nigga got fucking checkers, B, but he said this is my lane.
He got kookaroos.
But it's business. It's like a motherfucker telling you not to support Dutch Master. You smoke weed at Dutch Master, or they're telling you
I'm smoking weed at Dutch Master right now, nigga.
Right? It's telling you not to promote liquor.
You got me.
You know what I'm saying? It's business, man. So, you know.
Shout out to Dutch Master. They held me down too. Shout out to
We got you some more. Dutch Master's nigga in here right now. You want knock your teeth out.
This is my French champagne, right? Because this is the one that came from the fridge. Oh, okay, it's a little cold. Because when I realized I used to go to France.
You set me up.
No, I never got you.
You made me post that shit at Mr. Child.
That's right.
You ain't say it was your shit.
No, what do you mean, man?
You motherfucker. You owe me some money. You owe me some money.
This is my
I need 5%.
He got you.
No, not my shit being I own it. No, this is what happened. I used to go to France so much.
You ain't promoting nothing that ain't. You ain't got nothing.
No, I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Nah, I don't believe it.
I wish I did.
You doing G money deals, nigga.
Keep speaking that shit. Keep speaking that shit.
You doing G money deals, nigga.
Tell them I own this shit.
Nigga got me drinking that shit the whole day.
No, but listen.
You doing G money deals. I want your hills. I want it after the show, nigga.
In France, listen, here's what I noticed. Like, you know, we think Moet and all that shit that we go to their clubs and they'll drink that.
Yeah.
No. These motherfuckers is looking at us, laughing at us. Like, we don't drink that.
100%.
And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You don't drink Moet? Ain't no shit come from down the block. Them niggas like, nah, I'm pulling out Dom Perignon. Them niggas are laughing at me. But then this is the drink that they be drinking. It's acquired taste. But
What is it? Champagne?
yeah, the champagne.
What's the name of it, N.o.r.E?
From France, man. I can't pronounce that
France?
shit.
Laurent Perrier.
I dropped out of 7th grade, my brother.
Oh, cool.
You know what I'm saying? That's ride with me, man.
Cuvée Rosé
That's
Champagne.
the colder one. I told you that the colder one. Yeah, no.
Thank you, Lee. We appreciate you. We appreciate your contribution to
Let me
drink.
taste a little bit.
Yeah, this is.
Give it up for Lee, my nigga Lee. Suavemente.
See, Mr. Child, they selling this by $100 a bottle, Mr. Child. In the clubs, you get this.
You told me 2,700, man.
2,700 clubs.
I'm about to say, you
I'm
trying
begging
to
to
trick
take
me,
one.
man.
No.
I put my money in. I was about to say, give me my shit back, man.
What you need?
You know you did.
No,
You know we had.
I didn't do it.
You know we had
peas. We had the peas. You know we had the peas. The lit peas.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
No, fuck that. Shout out to motherfucking N.o.r.e. because he really a real nigga, right? So, you know, I'm in the era of scammers, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you got your scammer friends and you inviting girls out and everybody out, you be like, yo, who got the pieces that's working, right? So you bring the scammer friends that can swipe the bill, right? So me and N.o.r.e. chilling, he's like, yo, listen. This nigga
got you.
This nigga got the piece. So me thinking scamming, I'm like, oh, you chilling around scamming? He said, nah, he got the legit piece. He got the corporate piece. I said, oh, let me get another shot. It's lit.
Yo, listen.
Shout out to him because he's the motherfucking hoolie still.
Yo, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Just so you know, there's legal swipers.
Legal corporate piece.
Like, for years straight.
He said, I only call out the niggas with the piece.
Yeah.
If they ain't got the piece, I don't invite them to do that.
You weren't supposed to put that out there. That boy, you
supposed to keep it straight up. But yo, listen, for a year straight, I used to like when I go out for lunch, I wouldn't pay for lunch in Manhattan for a year straight because I would just come out. All them niggas want to leave the office anyway. So you just call them niggas and be like, yo, what you doing? Niggas be like, I ain't doing shit. Man, let's go to Palm for lunch. And them niggas will be like, I got it. Nigga, I want to come out the office anyway. I got it. And they think you invited them before you know it. They're like, I got this, N.o.r.e. So you up, yo, I'm talking about, you know, big up the Beckas, because Fat Joe shitted on Sean Beckas, by the way. But I knew Beckas from Tommy Boy, and he was a swiper. Let's make some noise for Sean Beckas. Let's big up to Sam Cresco. Sam Cresco was a swiper. Let's big up to Vinny Swipe now from the boat. We literally don't know his last name. The nigga last name is Swipes. Like, for real.
I want to say this.
Yes.
Yo, your record with Carl Thomas was my cruise anthem. You know what I'm talking about? I love my life.
He brought it back.
You know what I'm talking about? I Waterboat Jackson's the orange. I'm talking about we used to play that every day to the strip. Because we had bigger dreams than the neighborhood beat. But your song was that motherfucking soundtrack. So 2-year anniversary.
Yo, thank you.
2-year anniversary. Proud of you. Super proud of you, Chad.
Yes,
So proud of y'all, man.
Yes, man. Thank y'all, man, because this is all we want to do is we want to preserve hip hop. Yeah, Mr. Lee, can you help me out? I don't know what it is.
I got you, brother.
Yeah, because look, it's somewhere out there I messed up.
I got you.
So we want to preserve hip hop.
It's too fancy for you.
Yeah, it's too fancy for me. He don't roll my car.
He broke the stem.
He trying to lie you. Don't let him lie you.
He broke the stem.
Yeah, I broke the stem.
Yeah.
He broke the stem. I ain't have it in me.
That shit ain't regular. It ain't regular.
Big up to my man ETN from Paris as well. Yeah. So what is
Hold
your...
on. Stop. Who's ETN?
He a swiper.
He more than that.
Paris.
He more than that. He definitely more than that.
He's trying to slide shit in with the liquor. Google that shit. We gonna Google ETN, nigga. I put that shit on the gram, nigga.
ETN is a
I'm
real
on
one.
his heels.
He's stuck out military
That's
in
the
Paris.
real one. That's the real
I'm on his heels.
As soon as you come to Paris, you gotta get down with him because he got all your shirts bootlegged already anyway. So it's like he's glad. He's like, yo, you cash. What's good? What's good? I already got him bootlegged. I'm gonna cut you in.
He got knock your teeth out shirt.
And he from Africa too. He from that Africa.
Yeah, like they sell everything.
So yeah, he's a real nigga, yo. But yeah. So what's your favorite part of the game? What's your favorite part of the game?
Yo, it's the hustle, man. You know, it's like that line from Paid in Full, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I love the game. You know what I'm saying? It's an adrenaline rush. You know what I mean? At a certain point, hustling becomes business. You know what I'm saying? But when you get into it, it's the thought of, can I do it? But that's any product. And that's why I challenge the youngins, man. You can sell dope. You can sell anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can sell anything. You got motherfuckers out here, millionaires, that have no fucking formal education. None. Street motherfuckers, single parent home, no parent home, raised by their grandmother.
Let's make some noise for the resource room and special education.
That's my favorite part of the game. What's your favorite part of the game?
My favorite part of the game is proving people wrong. I feel like
he all the way Roc Nation, ain't he?
You know,
he fucking titles. He said tripping, prove people wrong.
You know, I feel like
anybody want some rich champagne?
Oh, it smells awkward, bro.
That's brute. It's brute.
I feel like because it's me, it's like I was a jail nigga. When I say jail nigga, I'm institutionalized to this day. Like even my girl would be like, "Nigga, you not in jail." I'd be like, Nah, fuck that, cause you might need me if I go back to jail.
I seen your girl was rolling out, her friend was rolling out.
Yeah.
Y'all rich over there. Let's make some noise.
Hold on. You might be institutional. No. But that love, I want to say this. That love, though, is keeping you focused, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because without that motherfucking balance, niggas like us go left.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Hold on to that shit, B.
But me personally, I feel like, when you proving people wrong, I've been a jail nigga so long, it's like everything I attacked, I did it the best. You know what I'm saying? Even with Rodman, like dudes in my hood, they was just robbing regular niggas. I said, fuck that. He might not have it on him. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rob check cashings. That's what I'm gonna do.
I thought you meant
Allegedly.
Dennis Rodman.
No, I went to jail already for that.
Dennis Rodman? Proven. Talk about that, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? So
you said
I went to jail for it. So
you meant Rodman.
I started just like casing the joint. I'm like, fuck going in somebody's crib not knowing if they got it or not, or people lying they got fake jewelry.
You went to a cash business.
I went to the check cashing spot and I just cased the joint. You know what I'm saying? So with anything I do, whatever I did, I kind of like took it over. You know, my boy's here with me when I first came home. And you know, I took over.
The nigga with the ice? The nigga with the ice? You shining, nigga.
I took over that lane, and it was a lane that you had to really think. You know what I'm saying? You had to.
You premeditated.
You had to use computers, and motherfuckers was like, "Cats, how you just came home and you did that shit?" I'm like, "Nigga, I watched." Just like I said, I'm taking heed to everything you're saying. I'm taking heed to it because sometimes you need to know that what you said about being selfish to make your dreams come true. Yeah. I kind of felt awkward. Like for the last 2 months, I've been like, "No, I'm not doing that. If you don't want to fuck with this, I'm eliminating you. Like you can't hang around me no more."
But guess what? It's proven. You proved to yourself that you could do the shit.
Yes.
So why let a motherfucker be in the way of that?
So me doing all this time, like 7 years and some change, by myself, coming home, getting right back to it. You know what I'm saying? Like the first, I came home, I was selling dope in jail. They put me in isolation.
Allegedly.
No, I got caught. Thank you. I got caught already. It's in the paperwork. Cool. But I was selling dope in jail.
He said no.
They gave me past that. They got past that.
As long as he passed it.
They gave me 36 months in the box and I was just so broken. Like I was on meds. I used to be like, damn, like I used to be so sick, right? So coming home and I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm talking to my niggas like, yo, what's up with the jokes? Like, I need a jokes. And niggas is like, jokes? Nigga, we ain't doing that no more. Nigga, you robbing. We ain't on that. So I'm like, you niggas is soft. What's going on here? You not robbing. Niggas like, we on this wave. I'm like, all right. Well, what's going on? So they ain't let me in. Shout out to them. They ain't let me in, right?
I knock your teeth out.
Yeah. They was like, yeah, the cats might try to rob us. You know, some of my niggas is like, yo, this nigga is just, nah.
I believe you, though.
We ain't bringing
a lot of niggas I don't believe. I believe you.
N.o.r.e say that too. I love
I ain't meet you till today.
Thank you. Right. So now, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't robbing nobody nothing. But I'm watching and I'm listening. So niggas is working and I'm busy. I'm watching. Oh, that's how you do that? That's how you do that? That's how you do that? Word? All right, cool. So one nigga fucked up and one lady fucked up. Shout out to her. I love her like cook food. She fucked up. And she was lazy one day. She was lazy. She was like, Cat. She was lazy. She was like, Cat, this is how you do this, that, and the third.
Gave you the game.
When she showed me, because she was lazy, because I was giving her my money to do what I do. She showed me. I said, oh, this shit is easy. This bitch is crazy. I called my niggas, so listen, we lit.
We on.
We ain't got no money, but watch this. From then, I took off. You know what I'm saying? I took off, like you said, before rap, nigga. All this jewelry was bought before rap. You know what I'm saying? So I say proving people wrong is where, again, I'm hanging around the right dudes, and I'm just in the studio, and I'm like, what the fuck? I can do that shit.
Yeah, fuck
you know what I'm saying? I never said this before, but I'm gonna say it now. Shout out to my motherfucking swaggy Jazzy in the building. Shout out to her. We was in the car and we were just making a freestyle. Me, Pooch, we just making a freestyle. And she was just going in. She rap, but she don't know she rap. But she just go. And I told her, baby, I'm using that line. She was like, I said, tell me what you said just now. I'm gonna be a rapper, cause these motherfuckers, these niggas can't fucking rap. Whatever they doing, I could do. She thought I was playing. Next week, I was a rapper. I'm in the studio doing shit, going in, right? But when you're in the studio with dudes, and shout out to just everybody, but when you're in the studio with dudes, you see how hard it is to come up with a song. Yeah. See, when you hear the song already, you just be like, oh, this shit is lit. Yeah, he's nice. But you don't see the process. Yeah. So when I got to see the process, I'm like, shit.
It's work.
I could do that shit too. I could come up with a bar and wait, think, and then come up with the next bar. Punch me in, please. Right. Punch me in.
Till you figure it out.
Yeah, punch me in. Hold on, let me hit a beat. I need like 20 minutes. And I learned, I said, hold on. All them years of me writing poetry in jail, I could pull this shit off. I could rhyme.
Oh, you was writing poetry in jail?
Yeah, I was writing poetry.
You got a lot of time on your hands.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know when you send poems to your girl, you know what I'm saying? Skies is red and blue, you are, you know this shit. Come on, you know this shit. So you start rhyming, and after a certain amount of time, all my captions was rhyming. Like, damn, I could really pull this off. And then I just got lucky. You know, a situation occurred, niggas tried to rob me, and I just made a song. Niggas tried to book me for my wife.
That's a real story.
Yeah, I don't really kind of spit shit that's not, you know, real. So remember what I told you? I said before, first is get to the money.
Right.
It's rapper, then it's talk about what you lived. Not what you live in. I feel like these dudes try to act like they living what they rapping about. It's impossible.
Right.
You're not shooting nobody. You didn't shoot nobody. Some people lie.
Right.
But that's just my aura. I feel like it's backwards when dudes struggle.
Yeah, struggle.
Catch the bodies, tie people up, do whatever, sell drugs, become a rapper, and really want to do all that. Why would you really want to do that?
If you've been through it already.
You know, I've been to live.
That's reverse hustle.
Shout out to live, right?
Any nigga that been through what we talking about don't want to go through it again.
No.
I don't even want to know
again,
the niggas.
Shout out to Live, and shout out to my boys that's with me, right? So cool.
Live the club.
Live the club.
Okay.
I used to pay $30,000 to get in Live.
Table and all that.
Table. I used to leave Live after the $30,000 and the $5,000 rental outside with no pussy. No pussy.
That's the start.
Shout out to Mr. Lee.
Shout out to Philly.
Big shout out to the honesty.
Shout out to Headliner Group out there.
Big shout out to the honesty. That's a real fucking statement.
So now,
a lot of you niggas be doing that shit.
Most people wouldn't say that.
Nobody would say that shit.
So
Right?
you do all of that shit and you still don't get no pussy, nothing.
This a real nigga, B.
Right?
This a real nigga be saying that shit.
Yesterday, what today is Monday?
Yeah.
Tuesday. Yeah. So Sunday, go to Live and just walk in.
Yeah. And they treating you like 30,000.
And the niggas that got 30,000 is looking at me tight. And I'm just walking.
You got your girl.
I'm walking. I got 5,000 on me too. I ain't spent a dime.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It feels great. And this is the blessings what I'm talking about. Yeah. You don't put in all that work, rap, to go back. And this is why I say I ain't going back. I kind of like drill it in my head. Every time I drill it in my head because I went through so much. Like, I don't even talk. My mom got 10 kids and my father got 12.
Damn.
And I probably talked to one person out of my whole family.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I'm Panamanian.
Panamanian.
You know what I'm saying?
They get busy. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like...
Both of your parents are Panamanian?
Both of them. My father is Jamaican and Panamanian.
Your father's Dominican. He said it.
Jamaican.
I hear that.
Same shit.
So now it's like, it's just real shit. And I don't want to talk too long, but I'm going back to where I said proving people wrong is because they all was like,
nah.
Oh, this nigga going to jail. Like, first day out, yo, this nigga, he's a hothead.
And how long you been out?
I've been out for 4 years.
Give it up for 4 fucking years free.
And I get on parole April 26th this year.
Won't he do it? God is real.
It's real, and that's what I like doing. You know what I'm saying? I like doing the pulling up on somebody that thought I wasn't gonna make it, and even my family members, and it feel good to be like, yeah, look, I'm lit, I'm good, I'm not in jail, I don't need you, I don't need a package. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing. So me proving people wrong is just my armor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just like how you were saying, even with Son, is you could be great. You can be great.
Period.
Why set yourself
for the
up for failure?
Yeah.
Because again, like I said in any other, you're gonna have to prove it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to prove it. You know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done, I said I'm gonna knock a nigga teeth out, right? If anybody violate me, I'm gonna knock your teeth out.
Mm-hmm.
So if you say something,
you gotta be willing to do it.
You gotta be willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
That's a motherfucking feat, my nigga. Cheers to that. Hell yeah.
Now, Kenny Byrne.
Yes, sir.
We asked you what's the best thing in the game. What's the worst thing in the game? What is something that if you had a chance to do it all over,
let me get the light, N.o.r.e.
You would erase it. You would erase it right now.
I wouldn't erase nothing I've done because I've been a stand-up nigga from the door.
It's something that's in the game.
Yeah, but the game is you know, I can't stand life.
What made you want to quit?
I told him before you could, I left the music business when Dame and Jay fell out. It wasn't worth it no more. I seen some brothers I know, you know what I'm saying, come in the game together and build a
let's even
dynasty.
Talk about that. Let's talk about even your transition from Puff to Dame and Jay.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm sure at that time, you was Puff's #1 guy.
Yeah.
So from you to be Puff's #1 guy and you being Dame's #1 guy, I'm sure there was some animosity from not only the Puff side.
No, because I made sure everybody was good. Just like when I gave Dame the movie Paid in Full, I wasn't working with him. I just happened to meet AZ and took him to some niggas that could put him on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then
Not put him on. Don't say that because you know Dame will.
No,
watch
put AZ in them on. I say it all day in the paper. Fuck that. So my point is, so my point is though, I wanted other shit too though, and I think that's a problem. You can't have one motherfucking hustle. I ain't letting these niggas dictate my future or how I'm gonna be successful, how I'm gonna feed my motherfucking family. I went and became the second black designer ever to be in Saks Fifth Avenue with Ryan Kenny. I made hip hop grow up. I had niggas in button ups. That was my shit.
Yeah, take my ring. I'm marrying you.
No, nigga. Big brother for life.
Big brother for life. Put that you. We married, nigga. Your wife.
We got a little first on Drink Chat tonight. It's a lot of first.
No, listen, but real talk, I accept that challenge to be your big brother.
Thank you.
And then for nigga, anybody who need the game, because the game, I would never walk to Brooklyn for cheesecake.
Right.
That's just not who I am.
One second. Somebody that was great told me, I ain't gonna say his name because I don't really like that motherfucker, right? Nah.
More Uncle Near. Come on.
N.o.r.e. told me, you know what's wrong with people nowadays? They don't want to help the people like them. And I caught myself. He didn't even know. I was on a chair, and I'm like, damn. You know, because me being a robber, shooter, whatever.
Yeah, why would you want to help somebody like you?
And then I'm like, nigga, I'm not bringing that nigga around me.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here.
Doesn't make sense.
That nigga not coming. That niggas is robbing niggas. I'm not bringing that nigga. Watch that nigga. I'm telling my man when he comes and say, watch him.
It doesn't make sense.
What's going on? Watch him. Watch that nigga. Watch him.
No
You're
one
not
helps
watching
each
him. What? You know what I'm saying?
No one helps each
and
other.
you don't want to help them. But damn, who helped you? You know, who gave you that shot? And that shit is so important with helping people like you.
But you made a nigga need you. Give up for that. But you gotta make a motherfucker need you for something. You know what I'm saying? These niggas will take anything from you. You let them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't have no backbone, that was my purpose of saying never walk to Brooklyn for cheesecake unless I was getting a motherfucking slice. But they respected that. It's niggas that's gonna go do whatever the fuck you say do and gonna be right back with the cheesecake. But them niggas ain't going far in life. Them niggas gonna be subservient to direction and orders. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain niggas that got their own. Niggas like this is a soldier, right? Jay recognized that. You know what I'm saying? Whoever put you in the motherfucking mix recognize that. It's not a sense of what he did or what it's what he can do and
I told
can
all
be.
my artists, I don't want artists. I want partners.
Yeah.
I want motherfuckers that can
But that's
help
because
me.
you've been shitted on.
You know, of course.
That's because
I want
you know
partners.
the game.
You know, I don't want.
You know what it is?
I don't want artists.
That's because you know the game.
You know what it is?
saying?
Like what I told dudes, right? Before I was rapping. I had money, but I was the shooter, the security, the friend, the nigga you want to talk to, the nigga you want to lean on. It's cool. These niggas don't want to be the shooter. They don't want to be the security. They don't want to be nothing. You know what they want to be?
The star.
They want to skip all the
You
roles.
can't skip the motherfucking process.
You can't skip the process.
You cannot.
Give them a fucking clap for that.
You cannot.
You gotta pay your dues one way or the other.
Got to.
What is the worst thing in the game, though, that you would
Worst
wanna
thing is
erase?
a game is the way these motherfuckers are not loyal. This is a business built on loyalty. This is a business me telling you my man can rap over in Queensbridge. My man from Brooklyn's nice. Then spreads out across the world. You know what I'm talking about? And you can't be loyal to that? How you can't be loyal to that? And that's, like I said, why I left Rockefeller. Outside of the fact that Dame tried to, one day talk to me like he talked to everybody else. Right. And then it was almost like, what you mean you leaving? Nigga, I'm leaving, nigga. Fuck you mean. Keep my last check for that fucking chain you just bought me. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm out.
Because you keep the chain, too.
I'm keeping the motherfucking chain. But you keep that check. And it wasn't a Rockefeller piece. It was my son. Damon used to wear these angels.
I was about to say, nigga, what's going on with that piece?
Yeah. I got that too. But my point is, like, at the end of the day, my nigga, like, loyalty is everything. You know what I'm saying? You can't have shit without loyalty. And loyalty ain't got nothing to do with being a sucker or being somebody's slave. Loyalty got something to do with playing your motherfucking position to get to a place where you can be a boss of your own. To be on a certain pay level.
Let me step in real quick. Again, you hear what he's saying? You don't have to like a motherfucker to be loyal to a motherfucker.
100%.
Motherfuckers don't understand that. They said, would I rather love or loyalty? I want loyalty. You know why? Because it's some niggas I do not like. I don't like the ground they walk on, but I'm loyal to them.
You know how to move, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If anything happen, they know I'm going.
Right.
You don't have to like a motherfucker. That's where niggas fuck it up at and be like, yo, I don't like that nigga, I don't want him. You don't have to like him, but you have to be loyal to him, because if he in your circle or anybody that's in your circle, you have to take care of them like they're your own. Whatever they come with, you have to take that.
And I never got caught up in Dame's bullshit or Puff's bullshit or anybody's. You know
But
what
you
I'm
was
saying?
loyal.
And
bet
to this
you
day,
do know disloyal shit.
to this day I won't. And I
After
will
moving
protect
on,
it.
you were still
Yes.
I have to.
Right.
That's my duty.
Right.
I can't be no motherfucking OG not giving the game. I can't.
You ain't burned the
Although
bridge
I didn't get
behind
it,
you.
and I might not have got it from them niggas. Them niggas wasn't teaching me shit.
But let me ask you something. So you was actually...
I mean, willingly, they taught me a lot by experience, but I'm talking about willingly giving me game.
I understand. But what...
It's to be sold, not told.
Were
That's
you
why.
witnessing? Because that's arguably one of the greatest... breakups in hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
In hip-hop ever.
And us being hip hop historians, this is what this is based on. Like, how did it feel? You just witnessing? Like,
It hurt my heart.
When did you start to know that this was the first brick to the puzzle that was this might be over in 2 or 3 years?
Was it obvious?
What was the first thing you noticed?
So the first time, right? So when Cam and them came to the Rock, that's when things got.
I want to hear what you're gonna say, because this is like.
It got a little shaky when Cam and them came to the Rock, because Cam and them was self-sufficient.
Okay.
Cam and them was moving the way they was moving. It was Dipset. They was moving the way they was moving, and Rockefeller locked in. But they was doing what they was doing, and it was a lot of friction. You got Harlem and Brooklyn. It really comes out then, you know what I'm saying? So Jay Brooklyn crew with Jay, Harlem niggas with Dame. You know what I'm saying? Dame going on to do films, State Property 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, paid for all these things, and you can see the motherfucking separation. Not because they don't fuck with each other, but Jay had other plans. Dame had other plans, but to see it not be cohesive, even when Jay got that money from Rockefeller.
Where you at in this point?
I'm president of rock music, and that's when I had n.o.r.e, Kanye West.
Remember this?
Yeah, all that shit. Samantha Ronson. But my point is, like, I'm seeing this shit, and it first affected me when I couldn't put out records. No, but I couldn't put out records. So I'm like, how the fuck I can't put out records? How the fuck I can't put out?
Why? Because Jay can't sign off, or
no, because Jay had to sign off. I remember playing Alan Anthony from Chris John's album called Oakland International. This fucking album was I mean, we shot a video for 5,000, was on BET #1, all kind of shit. But Jay wasn't co-signing. And I sat in the back of his blue
And
Maybach.
that was the person, he actually signed them, right?
But he was a part of it. I mean, it was. But my point is, I sat in his blue Maybach in front of 825 8th Avenue. He told me, I can't do nothing with it right now. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't do nothing with it, nigga? This your label. This is a whole nother genre of music we about to go into and really own. But that's when I knew that shit wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? And then, you see the Ramblers and niggas.
So years later, what do you think he meant when he
I think he had bigger plans and they didn't include Dame.
Like he had already moved on, basically.
Well,
Dame was fucking up relationships.
Fucked me up.
Dame was fucking up relationships.
Oh.
Y'all seen the videos, niggas all over the fucking internet.
They made
screaming
a movie
on
and
niggas.
it seemed like it was just like what happened.
It's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? And they tried to make that movie to make it seem like it wasn't, but the deterioration had already started. That hurt me most.
Look, continue right after this. This is a blessing. I just want to thank n.o.r.e, all of y'all for having me here. Because I'm dizzy right now.
You know why I asked you?
So much knowledge right now, and I appreciate you.
You know why I asked him this, Lil Cass? Because I was like the only Queens dude. Like if you look at all their soundtracks, you look at Streets is Watching.
You was the black sheep?
No, he was the only one that was on there. Like I was the only Queens nigga. I don't know why they showed me love. I don't know why they was cutting me checks, but I didn't question it.
Nigga, you a fucking real nigga, and you got more shit to offer than music. And that's what niggas. Real talk. That's why you got the #1 podcast.
That's right.
That's why you in business. Right. 2 years later on some shit you ain't started out doing because you a real motherfucker, and that transcends music. That transcends cultures. That's genres. Like you ain't in no box.
No, but let me pardon me for because what I'm gonna get back to the point. The point was, if you would have made me say, bet my last. That
they would break up.
That they would break up, or bet my last that they would be together forever. I kid you not. Because
money is a motherfucker.
Because I used to see them communicate without them communicating. Like it was. I'm talking about the
weird.
tightest of the tightest. Weird. When they were tight, I'm talking about. I ain't talking about when it was weird. I'm talking about when it was tight. Okay. I would see them niggas be like. And I'm like, them niggas had a whole quarterback move. Like this shit was some Bill Belichick shit. I was like, holy shit! This nigga Dame and Biggs were like this, and them niggas was doing. They was putting people on base, like on baseball, my nigga.
They were throwing gang signs.
I'm just telling you. At one point, this is how tight they were. Like they would look at each other. And that's how tight it was. So if you was to tell me, like, that would happen, I would never, ever.
It was one of the saddest days in hip hop because, you know, if you look at Puff, he the only one that kept it going. Rough Riders, you know, Collapse, Rockefeller, all the
even
greats.
Him and Andre Harrell had a little turmoil. Him and Puff.
Nah, that was him leaving, going to do him. Andre Harrell, first of all, big shout out to Andre. Give it up for Andre Harrell.
Big it up for Andre.
Without Andre Harrell, there would have been no Bad Boy. He brought the champagne to the game. You know what I'm talking about? The fly, the motherfucking R&B with the hip hop. He brought that to the game. And there wasn't no beef. Dre would tell you to this day if he was on this show, he let him go because he knew he was bigger than Uptown. He was bigger than Uptown. Puff was making moves and connecting dots that niggas in the normal music business that we was used to was making. This nigga was a motherfucking scientist. Like you say you was studying, that nigga is a fucking scientist. But guess who taught him? Dre.
Andre
you know what I'm saying? So that's a nigga that I
say Andre Harrell because you were saying Dre and the people want to think it's Dr. Dre.
That's the only nigga that taught you shit.
Us to say, y'all niggas information shit is not right.
Dre was the first nigga with a driver that I saw. He was the first nigga with a Basquiat. He had a whole fucking upper west side apartment.
He was an artist himself.
He was a fucking artist himself, but learned the business and taught people that it was a lifestyle you had to sell. What would Puff have been without the lifestyle? What would he have been without the lifestyle, B?
Hey, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
This motherfucker right here. No, you know what's so crazy? Again, I don't even want to talk. I just want you to talk.
Please get some champagne.
Didn't mean that.
No problem.
Look at slow-mo.
I fucking love everything you're saying. You know why? Because some people forget about the lifestyle. The lifestyle you have to create can hinder your relationship,
100%.
your kids, your friends, your family. It hinders all of that. You know, you said 20 years, so it's like the lady that owned the record label, you gotta rub her back a little.
But
when you get home, it's beef. When you around your friends, and niggas like, yo, you bugging, you doing, nigga. You created something. There's no longer when you walk in the office, you're not gonna be n.o.r.e. you're not gonna be cast. Once you create that, you have to stick with that all the way through. Tired, sleepy,
100%.
hurt,
100%.
heartbroken, stress. You lose a family member. You have to keep it. We don't want to hear, because if I'm looking at an artist, I don't want to hear, yo, listen, I just took an L, but I'm in the office sad. We want to hear all of that. We want to hear your L, but keep it moving. And that's how we respect you.
You see
we
Safari?
respect people by losing. Safari.
Yeah. No, hold on. Before we go on Safari, I want to tell you about what you just said. You know why people fuck with you?
Yeah.
Because it's authentic.
Thank
A
you.
nigga that don't know you gonna believe you, nigga, not only because of the way you project your motherfucking words and your stories, but because when I'm meeting you right now, you saying all the shit I thought was the truth.
Yeah.
Do you know how powerful that is? Do you understand that there's not a lot of motherfuckers that can sit here and say what the fuck they said in the last interview?
Yeah.
I'm talking about, or the day they walked out the motherfucking jail as a free man. You saying the same shit. That's why niggas fuck with you.
Thank you.
And all these motherfuckers that's on, all of us.
Thank you.
I'm talking about the gatekeepers. Been through that.
Thank you.
And without that kind of struggle, you can't relate. But guess what squares do? They relate to real niggas. They want to be real niggas. You know what I'm saying? I always use this analogy. 10% of the world is cool. 10% of the world is motherfucking gatekeepers. They the motherfucking lifestyle specialists. They fucking curate culture like no other. 90%, they buy the shit. They buying your shit, young nigga. You hear me? Like, you got it, I'm telling you. And don't fucking let up for these sucker ass niggas. You ain't got to be no kind of way on the hooks. You ain't got to do none of that shit that ain't you, authentically you. You do you. Scream at a nigga. Set trip on these motherfuckers, knock the teeth out. Fucking jump. Do all that shit.
No, but you know,
real talk.
Unfortunately, you know, Safari went through an incident. No one here is laughing at him or judging him in no.
So that was no
way.
April Fools?
Nah, no way, shape, form, or fashion. So that happened. Like, what does a person like you say, Cass?
I feel like this.
She was playing at first. You saw that when
I gotta take
actually
off.
did.
I gotta take
knew
off.
he wasn't playing.
I gotta take off my glasses.
Okay.
Right. I feel like this.
He from Brooklyn.
With anybody that's getting money, you gotta feed the wolves. You know what I'm saying? Feed the wolves is the key of every rapper that's trying to go through this thing we call industry.
And you gotta break it down for these people. What you mean by
Feed the wolves.
the niggas that's protecting you, the niggas that's running.
Feed
We gotta
the
show
wolves.
love.
Let me show you. I was a wolf. When I say was, I say I was a wolf because I was protecting anybody around me.
Who got
I'm
the back.
shooting.
Right.
I'm doing whatever the case may be. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm here for. I know what I'm here for. Right. I'm not here to rap. I'm not here to entertain.
No, you're here for what you
I'm
now.
here to squeeze in the club, put it in my shoe. You know, I said it in one of my lyrics. I said, Bouncer check my pockets, he ain't check my shoes. You know what I'm saying? Chop outside if you with your crew. That's just me. You know what? Listen, we're going to get a little joint in here. If anybody front, somebody go to the car and get it. So, long story short, I feel like Safari, and you know, we cool. I feel like Safari ain't pay the wolves. Pay the fucking wolves. You think it's something? I was a wolf. I see a wolf in my section or in my circle. I'm like, this nigga want to get paid because I don't even trust this nigga if I don't pay this nigga. Like, this nigga moving.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm going to show you how real it is. It's my man. I just posted him. My man, he right there. Right there. This is my man. You see him? It's my man.
What's up?
Right? Nigga like, yo, Cass, nigga, anything moving, I'm shooting. I said, you ain't gotta shoot.
But that's all niggas want. Killers don't want to be killers. Nigga robbing niggas don't want to have to rob.
I said, you don't gotta shoot. I said, yo, bro, this shit is lit. I'm living for free. I'm just rapping.
But
and
he
they
respected
paying
you
me.
said it.
Look, first time he came out, gun hole. I said, yo, fam, you bugging. Put that gun away.
That's right.
Chill out.
That's right.
Have fun and enjoy life, right? He was like, yeah, like he gave me a little attitude. I was like, I gotta watch this thing. I don't know.
He liable.
Gotta watch this nigga, man. Yo, drop me off on 83rd Street. I'm gonna take the cab and I'm gonna go to my crib. I gotta watch this nigga. But after a while, I saw him humbling himself.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I saw him doing things that I wouldn't take myself. And when I say that, it's the same bullshit you said you go through. When I'm watching him, he by the section, and the security like, yo, move this way. And I'm like, I'm watching him. Again, I'm watching him. He humbled himself, because I wouldn't have took that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling him to take that, but I wouldn't have took that. So when I see him compromising,
He right though.
He learning. You know what I'm saying?
But that's your give back
and
too.
Then I'm bringing him in the house. He on the couch chilling. You know what I'm saying?
But that's your give back. He trusts you.
You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say,
Trust you.
Point blank period. Safari gotta feed the wolves. Some people are scared of the wolves because you know what? It's not genuine. It can't be fake. You can't just be paying niggas like, here, take that, take that, take that. It gotta be genuine love. Even with you, you might have 50 wolves because you just a good dude. Dudes is gonna protect people that they know that just genuine and good. This shit can't be fake. You can pay securities all you want. They go when the smoke come out, motherfuckers gonna be like, I don't know this nigga.
That was minimum wage.
I got a fucking story. I got a story. Everybody know who Haitian Jack is, right?
Yeah, of course.
So I just had a movie. Some Universal just did a press release. I'm doing my first movie. I'm executive producer.
Yeah, I'm about to ask you about
right. So we're doing this shit called Fight Night.
Yeah.
It's the biggest heist in Georgia history. 1971. The backdrop was the Ali Corey fight when he was coming off the draft dodger shit. When Muhammad Ali was coming off the draft dodger shit, right? So the day the shit came out, all my niggas, Jeezy, Kevin, all my niggas calling me, yo, congratulations. And of course, they end the conversation like, yeah, everybody from Atlanta is in this motherfucking movie, right? So 2 days later, I go to CIAA, and I get this call from this 860 number, right? This motherfucker called me 13 times. From the time I left my room down the elevator, I'm going to meet my BMW client. Next thing I know, I said, let me answer this motherfucker. It must be an emergency. But it's a Dominican number.
Yeah.
It's Haitian Jack, right? And I'm like, hey, what's up, nigga? I ain't talked to you in a decade. I thought you was dead. Nah, nigga, I'm alive and well. Man, I'm calling you because about this problem you and Dallas Austin got. I said, OG, you calling me about another nigga? You know what I'm saying? He's like, no. He just said that, the movie shit, because I heard about the script 15 years ago from Dallas Austin, right? So when I moved to LA to launch Revolt, I took all the ideas I ever heard of and I wanted to do film and television because I'm fucking launching Revolt TV, right? So the shit it lay dormant for like 4 years, but then it came an opportunity. I'm in first class with Will Pack. I said, yo, I got this motherfucking movie. I'm telling you, this will take you and your shit to the whole next, you know what I mean? This could be your Harlem Nights. If you don't know what Harlem Nights is, Harlem Nights was the movie with Richard Pryor.
They don't know. They don't know.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this could be your shit. So long story short, I get this call. I'm like, why you calling me for this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I know Jack. I was the young nigga, like he said, that all the wolves protected and loved because I was just a good nigga. I wasn't doing plays for no money, nigga. You needed to be fucking connected. I'm connecting you because I believe that you better than what's going on. You know what I'm talking? That's me. And so I'm having this conversation. I couldn't believe that this man had. So my point is to what you're saying, you gotta motherfucking put people around you, no matter what the circumstances are, that you feel comfortable with. I felt comfortable around that nigga. And that call turned into him talking about his documentary, not what the nigga called him about, because I got the respect. You know what I'm talking about? So what he's saying is true, and you can't be looking down on a motherfucker because of their past. Good niggas do dumb shit. Good niggas do shit and fuck up and need some guidance.
Good niggas do shit sometimes that they have to do.
And him showing his man love showed him the irony of it all. Nigga, look, I did 7 years, nigga. I did all the dumb shit you talking about doing. Look at this shit around you. This shit ain't got nothing to do with pistols and fucking gangster shit. It's bitches, it's weed, it's fucking liquor. We having a great time. And he thought about that shit. That nigga over there thought about, okay, cool. I can play my position and I can work my... D-Rock, nigga. D-Rock took the motherfucking case for Big. Because he believed D-Rock will never have to do nothing stressful his entire life because of that motherfucking one instance. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe in that. And that's why I'm telling you, stay true to that and teach niggas that don't know no better. Because niggas, we ain't know no better. Until motherfucker brought me to an apartment on motherfucking West 83rd Street and had the whole fucking top floor with Basquiat's and drivers and shit and taught me about art. And you ain't gotta be in the street and you can do things. So it only take one motherfucker to change your life. One.
Give him.
One.
So Cass, I
love this shit.
I love it too.
Damn.
I love it.
And we drinking?
I would be like a bad reporter, quote unquote, if I don't ask this, or if I don't give a suggestion.
Yeah.
That nigga put his Barbara Walters on.
Me as the. I like that.
60 minutes.
He brought it back to the center.
No, because you know why? Me as, quote unquote, being a legend or OG or whatever.
Ain't no quote unquote.
You all that, nigga.
All right, but you know what I'm saying.
You're a legend. You a motherfucking OG still.
Is there a way we could put the drama behind, even though I know that y'all both publicly say that there is no drama? No, until recently, I seen him do a Breakfast Club interview where he actually he did say there was.
You talking about Troy Ave?
No. We talking about.
Fuck Troy, yeah.
Okay. Well, okay.
Damn,
Damn, wasn't ready for that
He
one.
a rat.
All right.
He a rat.
Who you talking about?
Fuck that. Before he finish, and this is what I'm trying to tell you about motherfuckers that do what they do, rap, and then go back.
Can't be both.
So now, even with Troy Ave, he wasn't doing what the fuck he was doing anyway. You create a persona, a character, like how you said, you a dope boy. Oh, powder whipper. Powder. That's his little ad-lib, powder. But then you saying middle finger from the stand. I don't give a fuck about nobody but my fam. Cool. We got family. We have significant others that we love, right? Every time I go out, I'm with my girl. If I'm not with her, I'm out of state, whatever the case may be. Before it go down, it's kind of like a little speech every time. It's like, baby, go to the car, go here.
Right.
And it, like how you said with the hand signs, it's like that with me and my girl. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So when I say that to say this. When you create that character, like you built like that, I'm not telling you to not be built like that, but I'm telling you, hold it down. Hold it down. Hold it down. Don't fuck us up, because now we confused. Because the confusion coming when it's like powder, then it's like, nigga, fuck the streets. The streets ain't showed me no love. You dumb motherfucker. If you was really putting that work in, you would've knew the streets don't love you. You know what I'm saying? The real niggas know the streets don't love them. You know why? Because they went through the struggle before rap.
So it's understanding.
We went through that before rap. Even you saying you're not a street nigga, but when you around all the street niggas, you be like, damn, that nigga mama ain't helping that nigga. I gotta send him money. Why he ain't ask his mom? What happened to Shorty he had at the club with him? Shorty was bad. She not gonna send the money for him? So you understand that before rap. Oh, now you notice the streets don't love you. Now you saying middle finger from the stand, I don't give a fuck about nobody but my fam. But guess what? I feel like that now. So instead of you provoking me to do something that's gonna make me leave my daughter that know what's going on around the joint, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't there to see my daughter born. My baby moms cried. Baby shower, I'm on the phone, on a 15-minute call. When you on a 15-minute call and the conversation don't end, and I'm like, yo, who had the baby shower? Yo, my niggas pulled up. Yo, my mom there, and she like, nah, your mom, none of your family here, but your friends here. And you like, none of them? Not my mom, not my father, not nobody there. And she like, no, nobody here, but your friends is here. But none of my family there though. My sister, my brother, nobody not there. And she's like, no, they not there, baby. But she not trying to stress you out because she know you ready to TSO the whole jail. You ready to punch somebody in the face. And it's 10:30 and the phone is on 4. You got 1 second. And you like, yo, baby, I love you. Yo, nobody did, all right? Cool. And you got to sleep with that at night?
To the next call.
You got to sleep with that until 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. It's a different kind of drive. You know what I'm saying? It's a different kind of drive. And with all my niggas, I be telling them, yo, listen, stay sucker free, because this shit'll fuck you up. You create an image. I don't need to create an image. You know why? Because I did that. I'm trying to create a different image. You know how long it took me to be around people that possess wealth? Like, just around regular niggas, street niggas, not industry niggas, not niggas with millions, just niggas with enough money to make shit happen. It took me a long time. I had to get all the jewels. I had to get the condo, the cars, the foreign, so niggas be like, nah, maybe he ain't gonna get us. He chilling, he good. He got the same shit.
He one of us.
You know what I'm saying? I went and got the white gold sky dweller to prove a point. Cause it was like, nigga was like, it's only one nigga. I saw some Instagram shit one day. I'm just chilling.
Wait, white gold, what is that? That's 40?
No, it was somebody. It was somebody in Brooklyn, a street nigga. 40 got one.
No, 40.
40.
Oh yeah. Nah, hell no.
What's white gold?
I bought it from Rolly. That shit about 62. Don't down my shit. The Sky Dweller. Don't down my shit.
I thought the gold one is 40.
44. Yeah, it's like 44.
I thought
44.
The gold one.
No, I paid.
Yeah, the ice.
Oh, matter of fact, you're right.
Yeah, it's 44.
You're right. I'm sorry.
It's 44.
Because I didn't get that one. I got the Prezi from Rolly.
Yeah.
I got it from Dave Bling. And he taxed me. I paid like 51. He taxed me. Thank you for that. After this shit, I'm gonna call him.
No, real talk.
But real nigga shit, it's just like, I feel like, even with Troy Ave, I feel like it don't matter if you telling her none of that. That don't got nothing to do with me. My thing is, don't mislead the people. Don't say the streets ain't for nobody. Once you cross that gun line, you in there, you suited up, you got your vest on, you got your headgear, you got everything. This shit ain't for nobody. It been not for nobody. Don't say powder like you a drug dealer, like you in the streets, and then when it get hot, you saying this shit ain't for me. This nigga, you can't quit. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no game over. You can't drop the controller. You gotta play this game until it finishes. And that's what niggas is doing now. Niggas is misleading the people. It don't matter how much I punch you in your face, knock your teeth out, or motherfucking don't run, or whatever. I say all the time, every interview, this shit is not the life. The street life is not the life. It's no ending. That's why we see the rappers, we see whoever's successful, and we be like, yo, I want to be like them. Big Meech said it in his book, I read that shit like 80 motherfucking times. He has so much money, but he's like, yo, I need to clean this shit up. I can't even buy a fucking... I can't even buy jewelry without worrying about the police. All that shit, you can have all the money in the world, but you need some legitimacy. You need it. 100%. You need it. I don't give a fuck how much money you have. You get tired of putting the car in your bitch name or a bitch you don't even know name because your mama don't want to put it in her name. You know what I'm saying?
Because she like,
nigga, you say you getting a race.
Damn.
They not coming for me. I deal with a Panamanian mom. My mom telling me off the joint.
She don't want to go to Panama.
Are you crazy? That's what, are you crazy? You trying to send me to jail? No way. You know what I'm saying? So when you dealing with that and you get out of that, you cherish this shit so much. So, cause what the street niggas do it for? We do it for this.
Okay.
Do it for the clothes. Yeah. We do it for the hoes.
Right.
We do it for the cars, the cribs, everything. The respect. So now, when you're a rapper,
do we take a Tagamon shot? Or
Look,
we don't
even think we need it.
So when you're a rapper, right?
I'm fried on
When you're a rapper, you get all that shit for free. You get the endorsements.
This nigga said that shit 800 times. You are living life for a living, young man.
You living life. How I'm gonna let a nigga take that from me? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling niggas right now.
With that being said, hold on. With that being said, me being the OG, quote unquote legend, whatever.
Give me a light before
all of that.
Give me a light.
Me saying that the people that's in control of my city right now.
That's that Cuban I bought you. Where your Cuban at? Where your Cuban at? You ain't smoking your Cuban, and you Cuban.
Hold on. Stop that.
It's two niggas.
You got in on that Cuban? Let me see the name of that shit.
No, he is the one brought him. He brought him.
No, he got in. I ain't bring shit. I'm on all y'all niggas.
Listen,
I'm on peace. I'm on 5%.
That's massive nigga right there. You got a new deal. Give him Phillies. Give him Phillies.
Listen, Cass.
No, give him Phillies.
As an OG, right? I guess I have to actually ask this question, right? And that's two people who's. I have to look at the young generation, and I have to, sit there, and I gotta watch y'all do what y'all think because it's y'all time. My time has came and went. I will still make music. But I'm gonna stay in my motherfucking lane.
100%.
I ain't gonna be, bobbing and swinging. I ain't doing that other shit. What they doing now?
You ain't got no dance move.
I ain't doing none of that.
You ain't got that. Oh, no, you got it.
I ain't doing that.
All you gotta do is sit down and do it. You ain't gotta stand it.
But so as that person, they gotta look at y'all and say, damn, they got the flag. What would it take not for Cass and Tekashi to maybe even squash the beef, but maybe for y'all to live cordial? Is that
Yo, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
We living cordially. Maybe because you in Miami, you not in New York.
Yeah.
But
I got binoculars.
we living cordially. You know why? Because again, my life is so precious to me now. And again, we got families. So when my daughter do stuff like musically videos, and I'm creeping on her musically on a fake page, and I see her doing that dance.
What the?
And you thinking, I always put myself in everybody's shoes. Like how he's talking to me, I put myself in his shoes. I just like kind of do that. That's the thing that I do. I put myself in everybody's shoes. Around me, a friend, an enemy, everything. I put myself in everybody's shoes. When I put myself in her shoes, and I thought about my visits, like jail visits, shackled up from the box, upstate box when you come down shackled up, and I think to myself, do I want to understand what is musically and her doing that dance from behind bars?
Oh, goddamn.
It gives me like strength to be like,
you growing up, nigga.
But where did even the misunderstanding even start?
The misunderstanding is when
because in our eyes,
on my page.
Our eyes, we looking at two young Brooklyn dudes coming up, and we would love for y'all to get along, right? Like this is what I'm saying, just people,
hip hop
from the outside looking in.
Yeah, hip hop.
You're both from New York, you're both from Brooklyn, you both hot. We figuring most people say you can coexist.
The coexisting is there. He's existing, I'm existing. My thing is, again, it's like, it's internet shit. When I say internet shit, this is what I said on my interview. And this is real shit. It's just every nigga that I beef with is no longer here. And this is not like I murdered them or whatever. Somebody took them out off a default or however it is. It just catches up. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you got so much beef, I used to beef with niggas that had a lot of beef. That motherfucking was just real niggas. You know what I'm saying? And somebody did the job for me. And I was just happy. Like, shit. Whew. I ain't got to worry about that nigga no more. You know what I'm saying? But when you're dealing with real nigga shit is like, I don't have no beef. Because if I had real beef, I can't concentrate. I'm scared. Like, I say it all the time. I'm a skinny nigga. Niggas say, Kaz a hoolie. No, I was scared. In jail, when niggas be like, yo, listen, what's your pin number? I'm scared. Oh, shit. Pop, 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 pop. I'm popping. Call the TSO squad. Nigga, I'm out of here. I'm popping until the fucking squad come and escort me out of this shit, because I'm not leaving this shit without beating this nigga ass. ASAP Rocky will tell you, just like he said, nigga, he came in, I told the nigga, I say, yo, I'm about to take this crib. I'm gonna take this shit over. I'm watching, I'm seeing who run the shit. Nigga, bust a nigga right upside the head with the motherfucking, what's that, the knob. Remember the knob we used to get to turn the windows in jail, the metal joint?
Oh, yeah, screws.
Yeah. I'm busting you up. I already know what's going on in my head. I'm not gangster, but you will not play me. You know what I'm saying? Right. So at the end of the day, I don't think there's no beef, because I would have been hunting for him. I'd have been hunting. I would have been on his body. Right. But he a little kid. You got to understand. When I understood after his Breakfast Club interview is he working. He's working. However a motherfucker choose to work, a motherfucker is working. You know, it gets you mad. You be like, yo, what the fuck is he doing? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker. But he working. You got to understand that. He's working. He might be working a different way we know how. But all these fucking little niggas is fucking doing dumb shit. And you be like, I would never do that. Right. They selling more than me. Right. They selling more than you. Right. So like, shit, just because I don't want to get down with it, I kind of understand, like, shit, he's selling. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it ain't no beef. It ain't no beef. I don't got no beef. Anybody I got beef with, I'm handling. It don't mean I'm doing nothing bad to them, but I'm gonna step to the plate and I'm gonna put that work in. I'm gonna knock a teeth out. Guarantee that I can fight. I can fight. I'm knocking the teeth out. And motherfuckers be thinking, because whatever the case may be, do your thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about none of that. I'm in my own realm. When you in your own lane and you just thinking of the prize, nothing can interfere with that. Because like I said, nigga got 5 records, whatever he said, on the Billboard. You know how much I wish I had one record on the Billboard? Street nigga, Billboard, so I could talk my shit. I can't talk my shit. When you can't talk your shit, you gotta chill. You gotta chill. That's it. He talking his shit. I gotta chill. Can he beat me in a fight? No. No.
I think he know that. No, but I think what he's saying is true.
Can he beat me in a fight? No.
He can't say shit. You nigga got 5 songs on Billboard.
Do he wanna go to jail with me? No. You know what I'm saying?
You're not going back. You're not going back.
No, but I'm just trying to
give it up for not going back.
I'm not going back. You're not going back. But let it be known, I still pay my dues. I feed the wolves. I send my $100 out every week to all the niggas in jail, all the apes in jail. I send my shit out. You know what I'm saying? So again, do you want to beef with me in jail? No. I control the jail still. I'm that nigga in jail. So when I go to jail, you know, I still call Drink Champs up. I still hit you up like, yo, what's going on? I need that jacket. You got that jacket for me? I can still do that. But my thing is, do I want to do that? No. So again, you can't let, again, shout out to Tax Stone.
I was about to say that.
Shout out to
one
Tax
of the king of
Stone.
podcasts.
You know what I'm saying?
Tax Stone. We fucking him.
We miss you out here.
We miss you.
Tax Stone told me something that was really a key to my fucking freedom. He said, yo, Kaz, don't let nobody do to you what I was doing to them. I said, what the fuck you talking about?
What you mean, nigga?
Yeah. What you said.
Tax was a gangster troll. Tax will wake up and see something and just go in on it.
And pull it out of you, too.
I'm just talking about some random shit, and he'll just wake up and be like, nigga, fuck that nigga. That nigga pussy. You ain't see that nigga ain't hit that nigga that hard? I'm like, yo, but he hit him.
Right.
Fuck him. He don't have no problem with him. no problem. Tax would be like, I ain't got no beef with that nigga. That nigga swung real soft. That shit wasn't really hard. And when he telling me that, because I love Tax so much, shout out to Tax again. I love Tax so much that whatever he say, I listen to. And he told me, Cass, I'm in jail. I'm banking on you. He said, yo, the way this shit set up, I'm gonna come home when they got AIDS patients for kids. So I started thinking about AIDS patients with kids. I'm like, shit, if you get born with AIDS, then you gotta get dealt with. So I'm thinking like, damn, they ain't doing that shit yet. They might do that shit 2040. When he said that, it hurt me because whatever is around them, again, and this is what I'm trying to tell you with sucker niggas. What sucker niggas is, they need a way out. If it's true, if it's not true, if it's anything about them, they need a way out. They need Sammy the Bull, sucker. He did 1 million crimes. He might have did the crime that motherfuckers was charged for, but he just telling on anything. I'm telling nigga, this DeLeon right here, nigga. This nigga brought that shit
He
in.
needed a reason to tell.
You didn't bring that there.
He took the first
You didn't
reason.
bring that there at all. But you gonna tell because you're not built like that. And again, to all the rappers, to all the young kids that's out there, once you be successful, know your worth. You worth more than a jail cell. You don't have to be gangster. You don't have to be a hooligan. You don't have to be nothing because it's motherfucking Big Sean's and motherfucking
Drinks.
Whoever that's fucking in their lane and they great and they just successful. You don't have to sell your soul to be something you're not. Because when you something you're not, you gotta really back that up. Do you wanna back that up? Do you wanna go to jail? Do you wanna go to jail? It's just like anybody. I think about jail so much. I think about jail during sex. That's what's the fucked up. Yo, during sex.
God damn it.
Commercial break.
Yo,
Commercial break.
That deserves Tiger Bone by itself.
Yo, I swear to God. Yo, n.o.r.e, during sex, I'm thinking about, yo, this might be the last pussy I get. Like you thinking like,
Damn.
yo, like, because
Only one drink.
No, drink your drink. No, it just
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Really, jail really fucks up your whole movement. It fucks up your whole movement. When you hear certain stuff, when you see certain stuff, you just be like, yo, niggas wouldn't do that in jail. Yo, pick up your pants, homie. Like you say certain shit that niggas in the street be like,
What? Yeah. Right.
niggas be like, yo, pick up your pants, nigga. Yo, that's some shit that niggas want to get fucked in jail. Niggas do that, and niggas be like, why you saying that? Like, we sagging. This is shit we do in the street, but me, I'm picking up my pants. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And you move in a certain way, and again, just not to talk too much. It's just like, I feel
This
like
is the time to talk to me. Talk
everybody
as much as you want, motherfucker.
that's rapping should understand the image you create is the image you're gonna have to deal with.
No. KRS-One, listen, let me just stop you for a second. KRS-One said this in the 80s. He said, watch what you say because you attract it.
Yep.
So no matter what you say, if you're gonna claim you a Crip, the Crip is gonna come out to see you. If you're gonna claim you drinking French fucking wine and champagne, cuvee and all this shit, those the people who likes that is gonna come
Words
out
are
to see
powerful,
you.
like my mom said.
They're gonna come out
Be
to see
careful
you.
what you throw in the air.
Whatever
The more
you say,
success
you're
you
gonna attract
get,
it.
your topic of discussion is going to be different, though. It's going to be different when you amass a certain amount of success, when you travel the world, when you experience.
My conversation
evolve.
will
You
be
gotta
different
evolve as a
after I talk to you.
Yeah.
So now,
100%.
what's
Facts.
next for
You're
Kenny
going to be
Burns?
married, nigga. After
What's
you
next
finish
for
talking to me.
Kenny Burns?
It's coming early.
Let me get a light.
What you say now?
What's next for Kenny Burns?
So, and this is one you'll love.
Look, she
Now that
talking about she like you.
Oh.
Give me my gun. Give me my gun. Give me my gun.
It's all
Everything he just said,
It's all love, with me. Real talk. But what's next with me is family business, man. You know, the one thing.
Got the movie, got the whiskey out.
Yeah. But family business. My son, 13, started a clothing line called BRNS. Called Be Real, Never Sell Out.
Look, it touched my heart.
Yeah.
Again.
No, real talk.
No, this is what I explain to my niggas. It's just like once you're lit and once you are rich or wealthy or however you want to, or once you see the vision, your kids is good, your grandkids
You gotta make it generational.
But that's what we gonna do that our parents didn't do for us. And that's the point. And that's my goal.
Noise for EFN. We finally realizing his dick work.
Hey, God bless you.
You got some pussy?
He got a baby on the way. He got a baby on the way.
Girl, we got a baby.
Listen, and this is what he's realizing being
I'm
home.
going to his baby shower. I still am not sure if it's
I ain't bringing
real.
shit but condoms, nigga.
No, but having a child is the most selfless thing you can do.
Yes.
And that's why the thing you asking me, it's about family because I made it through all the shootouts and the dumb shit and the trap. You know, I made it through it. And to be here at 45.
I heard you speaking about Wolf and all that.
I know. I mean, but every legendary gangster you heard of, you know what I'm saying, the last 2 decades was my homies. Looked out for me, you know what I'm saying? And even going back to Puff, it's like, you have to. Because this game don't exist without them. It's too much moving around in uncomfortable spaces for you not to be comfortable. You gotta be comfortable. You can't motherfucker project your art and motherfucker put your special. No, but I'm saying you can't. But you can't be who you were meant to be. You can't get what you came for without honoring everybody along the way. Everybody.
Shout out to my apes.
Yeah, real talk. But so that's what's next with me, family business.
It's a crazy thing. A lot of people think it's like your payouts, but what you can do is you just put somebody in position.
That's all they want.
I mean, he was saying that. He's not saying necessarily it's
that's
about
what he did for his
bread. It's showing love in different ways.
That's what he's doing for his niggas. The niggas, they what?
You have to. My thing is, I talk a lot. So when you paint a picture, when you paint a picture, some people don't see it. Right. Some people not gonna be there. And that's the people you prove wrong. You know what I'm saying? When I said I was rapping, a lot of people didn't believe me. Like, it was like, you know what I'm saying? There's certain people I ran into the club. Yeah, I remember I was in LA, so my song was like 4 weeks old.
They try to book you for their watch?
No, this is that was before when I was a bully.
What song?
Don't Run. Okay. And everybody getting shot. I'm shooting up the plate.
That's the same shit, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Book you for a watch and Don't Run is not the same record?
No, yeah, it's the same shit. Okay. But I'm talking about this is where I was just getting on and my man's was like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, nigga, fuck that. I'm sending the DJ 2 bottles. I'm ordering 10. As soon as that nigga open that shit, I'm on his ass. As soon as he open this shit, I'm in LA. I'm like, yo,
open the bottle because that's like putting Newports on your band.
You're in.
As soon as
you smoke the bogey, you in.
Yo, that's my record. I'm like, yo, play my record.
I understand this logic.
I had the flash drive. I put it in. Flash, I go, yeah, that's me. Don't run. Yeah, put it on. He like, yo, it's everybody in the building. At the time, I think Meek was there.
You had to have that record on.
Play my shit.
Mr. Lee.
I performed.
Free Meek Mill, by the way.
Free Meek Mill. I performed in LA like a nobody, but everybody thought I was somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that's my shit. Like, I feel like I could do anything. And you know, like we was talking in Soul House, I snuck on a Powerhouse stage with no mic, no nothing. Like, the mic was off, and I told the DJ, he said, yo, I'm about to play your song. I said, oh, you about to play my song? All right, cool, play it in 10 minutes. He didn't know. Shout out to DJ Will. He didn't know. He put that song on, and I snuck backstage. I rushed on the stage, grabbed the mic, and performed with no sound. Everybody in Brooklyn at the Barclay thought I was performing. They was like, boom, boom, boom. And I didn't know I was suspended off of Power 105.
A legend was born. A legend was born. A legend was born.
So, like, when you want it, just want it. Yeah. Like he said, you gotta be selfish. Nobody can get in the way of your dreams. Your baby mothers, your fucking mother, whoever, because they can't see it yet. they can't see why you going so hard for what you believe in until it's formed, until they see the house, until they see the cars,
Until it's too
until
late
they
for
be
them.
like, yo,
You know what I'm saying?
this is what you was talking about.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
all time, yeah.
I'm sorry. That's like, a plug. When you like, yo, plug, yo, I got this shit for 20. And they get like, a brick for 20? Yeah. Nigga be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So you come and be like, yo, we are lit. And you looking at all the bricks and you like, yo, we lit. And niggas like, yo, I'm sorry, man. You like, you didn't believe me? You out of here. Move. You out of here. You ain't believe me. I thought you believed me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, what you saying, back to what you saying, I don't have no beef with nobody. I don't have no beef with
Good.
no
Because New York,
artist.
we need to squash all our beefs.
Yeah. I
So
don't have
listen,
no beef
this is
with
on
no
the strength of New York. I'm speaking.
New York, first of all, is a motherfucking Mecca. If you disrespecting the whole city, you know what I'm saying, how can y'all grow? You know what I'm talking about? And this fucking fake internet beef for likes and all that shit, man, that shit gotta cease, man.
Yeah, that's very true.
No, that's what they, listen, you can't
The
really.
light game is fucking
Listen,
niggas.
you can't, I feel like you can't cease it because this is how these niggas getting rich.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah,
you can't
they
cease
benefiting
it.
off of it. So they
Yo,
Yeah, but I don't want nobody to die. I
No,
lost
it's
too
horrible.
many legends because of the bullshit. And a nigga like this haven't gone through what he been through
you ready?
and to say what
You
he's
ready?
saying,
You ready for it?
they can get over
You ready?
it too. Yeah.
Somebody got to die. If I go, you got to go. Somebody got to die. Let the gunshots blow. Somebody, shit got to happen. Shit got to happen. And again, go through what you go through. That's why I ain't never been in no jail preaching to be safe. Because
You gotta come to the state.
somebody got to die.
But
Something
you gotta come.
has to happen in order for people like us to be like, I told you so.
Nah, we already did that. though.
Yeah, but this why listen,
we already
and
did
you
that,
my new project.
We've been through
Cass.
that.
I'm
We've
gonna tell
been through
you,
that.
you gotta
We've
come
been
to Atlanta.
generationally,
I'm gonna
unfortunately,
show you. I'm inviting you to the
Not
house.
your generation, my generation.
Y'all
He's
invited to the
absolutely
house.
right, though. He's
Atlanta, next time y'all come to Atlanta,
It's fucked up, but he's
y'all gotta come
absolutely
to the
right.
house. I'm gonna show him some
fucked up way,
shit.
he's right.
First of all, he's on the men. The nigga's on the healing. He's in the middle of the healing process.
Right.
He's 4 years out. He spent 7. So give him another 3 years. I promise you, he gonna be what he's meant to be. I promise you. Sis, when y'all come to Atlanta, come over to the house.
I
Jessica
ain't
Burns
bringing
gonna
her.
cook. No, y'all coming?
I'm bringing my side joint.
No. Bring her.
Now, we're not going side of
No. Because guess what? Your topic's about to change.
This is what I'm talking about. Look, you gotta really look at it though, cause you ain't seen n.o.r.e face. I just saw it through the side eye. Nigga like, side joint, this nigga crazy. This nigga crazy. That's a fact. Look, I can't hang around him. Look.
3 years.
This shit is recorded.
3 years. 3 years, watch what I tell you. It's a whole other conversation.
The crazy shit is, with n.o.r.e, he was like, yo, you brought your girl here, right? First he was like, yo, you didn't bring your girl. I was like, yeah, I ain't bring her because I thought it was some nigga shit, right? He's like, nah, we got our girls here. Me, Fat Joe, I got my girl. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna bring her next time. I bring my girl, he ain't with his girl. I said, you made me bring my girl and you ain't got your girl. What the fuck is going on? I said,
tell the story.
I said, baby, sit your ass over there. Sit your ass over there. You not coming over
I told
there.
him, I said, it's 2018, Cass. You got my phone number. You could have said, I would have made him pull up. I pull up, I made him break somewhere else.
He don't play about his girl and the shit that again.
Because you know why, Cass, I'm going to be honest.
Go ahead.
Because you Panamanian, but you be like fake Latino. Let me just tell you something. I'm going to be honest. You're going to start embracing your
You
Latino.
speak Spanish? You speak Spanish?
Listen, in my mind, he speaks full Spanish.
Teeth is the only Spanish he gets,
My
nigga.
mother speak fluent Spanish. My father
Listen.
speak
I'm
fluent
gonna be
Spanish.
honest, Cass. This is what you gotta do. This is what you gotta do. You gotta have one Panamanian dirty nigga with you, right? So
Like his version of Panamanian stick man. Panamanian
Oh, you
stick.
Panamanian? He clean. He
No. He a dirty
He don't have no watch on. He got chains and no watch. I'm watching.
He got the piece.
Yeah, he speaks
He got the
Spanish.
piece. Yes.
Give me
He
Spanish.
got the piece.
you know why? Because Panamanian is like a little bit Jamaican Spanish.
Who the depends. They're on the coast.
No, I'm gonna be honest. The Panamanians and Jamaicans.
They speak some patois.
Spanish.
They speak Spanish patois.
The Jamaicans are the Spanish people. Okay, so you already got them. But I'm not gonna lie.
Niggas is really learning shit today, baby.
You don't look, but you gotta have one of them
He
guys.
got the piece. The piece don't count. You know the piece get everything.
The swipe, bitch?
Yes!
Let's
You
make
gotta
some
keep
noise
the piece.
for the piece on the swipe.
Shout out and hand it out in this motherfucker.
Hand it up.
Shout out to hand it out.
Let me just tell you something, in case you don't
Shout
know.
out to Colon.
Let me just tell you something, Kaz, in case you don't know. Panama, reggaeton is actually the birthplace. The birthplace. You pass me that?
It's Panama.
It's the birthplace of your name.
It's the birthplace of my name. It's the birthplace of Panama. Panama Canal is the first record I've ever recorded in my life.
It was called Panama Canal?
It's called Panama Canal.
Dope.
Were you going as Noriega?
Yes.
Okay.
Dope.
So that was like 360. So I just want to sit here and thank Kenny Burns. I feel like this is the drop right here. We can do a sit down. We can do a sit down, man. You ready?
The first sit down drop.
Listen.
2-year anniversary.
We wanted to do a 2-year anniversary special edition. So we brought the OG curator with the young guard of the new generation.
Thank you.
And we put them together and we made a motherfucking Panama Canal edition.
That's right. We're drinking whiskey in this motherfucker.
And we drinking whiskey, baby. We drinking.
I'm embracing y'all. I'm giving y'all a shot to change your life around. Because of N.o.r.e sat down with me. He didn't know how much it meant to me. Because I remember when I was the black sheep of everything. Family, friends. And I got in the game. Now when I see too much hoolies, I be like, nah, don't let that nigga around me. But I'm letting you know, courtesy of N.o.r.e, thank N.o.r.e, not me. If y'all want a deal, come. I'ma give y'all a shot. If y'all fuck it up, y'all getting shot.